And welcome to the SEK Sports Network, bringing you the very best coverage of high school sports throughout southeast Kansas.
Love is like a bomb.
And we welcome you to Sedan, Kansas, the best in high school football, the game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF. Jeff Carpenter with your play-by-play action tonight. Homecoming night for the Sedan Blue Devils. It's also District 2 play in 8-man Division I football for these two teams out of the South Central Border League. The Sedan Blue Devils to host the West Elk Patriots, both of them coming in with 3-1 records in tonight's contest. West Elk coming in off of a big victory against Lebo last Friday, 50-34, where a school record was set by Armando Gomez with 6 touchdowns and 314 yards of offense for Gomez and the West Elk Patriots. For Sedan, it's been a good year as well for the Blue Devils in 2014. Last Friday, they pounded the Pleasanton Blue Jays 66-18 to move to 3-1 on the year. The only loss so far in the 2014 campaign for Sedan was a road game at South Haven where they stumbled 44-38. Now the West Elk Patriots coming into this season, they had strung together 12 straight victories to start the year and then opened up with a big win over St. Paul 46-0 in their home opener, then hit the road to Lawrence, Kansas, and they thumped Bishop Seabury 54-6 to stretch their winning streak to 14 consecutive games in a row. But Game 3, a road contest at the Caldwell Blue Jays, would see the West Elk Patriots fall to defeat 54-20. That broke the 14-game regular season winning streak for the Patriots, but do want to put a footnote on that. The Patriots certainly have been injury prone here in the early part of the 2014 season. They are still without their normal starting quarterback, number 15, Tristan Wilson, the 5'10", 160-pound senior, but very capable hands tonight. Damon Wilson, number 17, the 5'11" junior at 155 pounds. He will be at the helm to guide the Patriot offense, and he is certainly very capable of putting points on the board as well. Again, these two teams, both 3-1. If we look at the West Elk Patriots as a team offensively, they have averaged 42.5 points per game. The Patriot defense only allowing 23.5 points per outing. For the Sedan Blue Devils, offensively, they have exploded for 54 points per game as an average, and the Blue Devil defense very stingy this year, only allowing 15.5 points per game. So it should be a tremendous matchup tonight. Pleased to have you join our broadcast as the game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF. Again, Jeff Carpenter bringing you your action tonight in this South Central Border League battle. A huge rivalry between these two 8-man Division I football programs, the West Elk Patriots and the Sedan Blue Devils. In fact, a little footnote too, back in 1875, Howard County was then divided vertically in half into Chautauqua and to Elk County over a feud dispute over where the county seat would be. So these two teams, it goes way back many years to where this rivalry still is carried on into the 2014 season. Now last year, the Patriots roughed up the Sedan Blue Devils when they met up in Howard, Kansas. It was a huge 56-0 blowout for West Elk over Sedan. Tonight, Sedan with homecoming hopes on the horizon. Festivities, they're hoping that they can atone for last year's performance in Howard and try to get a little revenge on the West Elk Patriots. Again, both teams at 3-1. Good night for football, presently showing 59 degrees here in Sedan, Kansas. Little to no wind presently at Prather Field. The low tonight supposed to get down to around 36 degrees with patchy frost sometime after 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm not planning on seeing that, but nonetheless, it will cool off a little bit tonight as these two teams, perfect playing conditions, though. The field, it is natural grass here at Prather Field in tremendous condition. Grass looks great, certainly well kept, and it's manicured to perfection tonight for these two teams as the Sedan Blue Devils come running out onto the field wearing their home royal blue jerseys, royal blue pants with white trim, white numbers, and solid royal blue helmets. And the visiting West Elk Patriots Scarlet red helmets with Patriots on the side, white jerseys, blue numbers, blue pants. Patriots head coach Chris Haig. And for the Sedan Blue Devils, their head coach Mick Holt. Again, both of them 3-1, so it's about as tight as you can possibly imagine between these two teams. Right now, we're going to take a quick look at some of these starters for both of the two teams. And we will start out at first with the Sedan Blue Devils. The offensive starters at quarterback number 3, Tyler Holt, 5'11", 180-pound senior. Running back number 2, Mitchell Walter. He is a 5'9", 165-pound senior. And the slot back number 12, Hunter Cummings, a 5'7", 140-pound junior. On the line, tight end, Jake Mills, number 11, 6 foot, 160-pound sophomore. The other tight end for Sedan, number 82, Kiefer Brewer. He's a 6'4", 190-pound freshman. Offensive guard for Sedan, number 23, Michael Sims, 5'10", $160. He's a junior. The other guard, Chester Cummings, number 24. He's 5'10", 185-pound senior. And the center, number 77, Garland Bailey, a 5'10", 265-pound junior. The defensive starters for Sedan, nose guard is Chester Cummings, D-ends, Kiefer Brewer, and number 88, Jaden Ools. He's a 6'3", 175-pound sophomore. The middle backer for the Devils, number 23, Michael Sims. Outside backers, Mitchell Walter and Tyler Holt. The safeties will be Jake Mills and Hunter Cummings. That's how the starting lineup looks for the Sedan Blue Devils, the hometown team in tonight's contest here at Prather Field. And now we'll take a look at the visiting West Elk Patriots. Their starters right now, the offense, number 17 at quarterback, Damon Wilson, the 5'11", 150-pound sophomore. The fullback, number 14, Cade Miller, 5'8", 150-pound freshman. And the tailback, number 42, Armando Gomez, the 5'7", 160-pound junior. Tight end, number 88, Ricky Burris. He's a 6'1", 155-pound senior. Split end, number 30, Brandon Wolf, a 5'8", 135-pound senior. The left guard, number 78, Isaiah Loudermilk, 6'6", 250 pounds. He's just a junior, and he's liable to line up anywhere offensively or defensively for the Patriots. Right guard, number 75, Colvin Berry. He is a 6'2", 240-pound sophomore. The center, number 79, Levi Wincher, 6 foot, 225 pounds. Right now, we're going to take a break in honor of our national anthem. When we come back, one step closer to the start of the game. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week on 104.1 FM, KGGF.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Prather Field in Sedan, Kansas. Jeff Carpenter with your play-by-play of the High School Game of the Week, 104.1 FM KGGF. We're in Week 5. This is an 8-man Division I contest. District 2 game tonight for these two South Central Border League battle between the West Elk Patriots, the visitors, and the hometown Sedan Blue Devils. We do want to mention also the defensive starters for the West Elk Patriots at nose guard, number 78, Isaiah Loudermilk. The defensive ends, number 75, Colvin Berry, and number 88, Ricky Burris. Middle linebackers, number 5, Dominic DeFalco. He's a 5'8", 180-pound senior. The other middle linebacker, number 30, Brandon Wolf. And the outside backers for the Patriots, number 17, Damon Wilson. And number 42, Armando Gomez. The safety will be number 14, Cade Miller. Again, that's the starting lineups for both teams, West Elk and Sedan. And again, the rivalry, it runs deep between these two teams. And certainly a pleasure to bring you the broadcast tonight. The best of Friday Night Lights football, the High School Game of the Week. 18 years of bringing high school athletics to life on the radio, KGGF 104.1 FM. Again, these two teams record-wise 3-1, identical. Sedan, as we mentioned, their only loss, a road loss that they had stumbled to South Haven 44-38. That was in Week 2. And the West Elk Patriots, they were tripped up on the road by the Caldwell Blue Jays 54-20. But again, West Elk has certainly endured some injuries that has hampered their abilities. They're a very explosive team offensively, especially. Dominic DeFalco has been hampered by a high ankle sprain for 2 or 3 weeks now. He is in the lineup defensively only for the Patriots. Great night for football. Again, around 59 degrees presently, and the wind, thankfully, has died down here at Prather Field in Sedan, Kansas. So if you're out cruising around wanting a little bit of entertainment for you and the family, come on down to Prather Field. And still seats left, but got to imagine people still filing in as I'm talking right now. So have a pretty good idea. This will be near capacity before we're all said done. Again, the Patriots, the road team, white jerseys, royal blue numbers with red trim, royal blue pants, red helmets, and the hometown Sedan Blue Devils. Wearing all blue, helmets royal blue, jerseys royal blue, and matching royal blue pants with white trim, white numbers. The Patriots will be kicking off right to left on the radio dial to start opening kickoff of tonight's game. Sedan set to receive deep, waiting Hunter Cummings, the 5'6", 130-pound junior near side right at the goal line. Also back deep, Mitchell Walter. Set to kick off for the Patriots. William Young, the 6'1", 240-pound sophomore. Here we go. We're underway. He's left-footed kick. Pretty good, decent boot. Fielded at about the 10, up to the 20, coming near side, and he will be tackled right at the 20-yard line. 10-yard return by Mitchell Walter, but the tackle was made securely by Damon Wilson for the West Elk Patriots. Just underway here, 11:54 first quarter. Blue Devils at their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. First possession of the night. Pistol gun formation. Holt at quarterback, one back behind him. It's Walter. He fakes the handoff, and Holt is going to be wrapped up quickly. Huge loss on the play. Penetrating in the backfield, Colvin Berry, the 250-pound 6-footer, wraps up Holt, rips him down for a loss of 4 on the play. Going to bring up now 2nd down and 14 after the loss of yardage for Tyler Holt, the quarterback. Again in the pistol gun. Holt looks. He launches it deep. He has a man. Oh, off the fingertips of the defender. Good defensive coverage. And again, that's Damon Wilson back deep. He had Jake Mills spied all the way, and it is an incompleted pass. Brings up now 3rd down and 14 for the Sedan offense. Shotgun set, hold at quarterback, 3-step drop. He'll look far side. He does have a man. He's open at the 30 and tripped up at the 25-yard line of West Elk. That's a monster play right there. That's a 42-yard reception. Cade Miller making the touchdown-saving tackle. 1st and 10, Sedan. And that reception was Jake Mills. Pistol gun formation again. Tyler Holt, the quarterback. He'll hand off to Walter, and he is going nowhere. The Patriot defense sniffed it out quickly. In on the tackle for the Patriots, number 30, Brandon Wolf. And that's a loss of 4 on the play. No running room for the Sedan offense. 10:40 and counting. They've got 2nd down, 14. Ball at the Patriot 27-yard line. Shotgun set. Holt, he's got a man in motion, far side, near side. He drops to throw. He looks. He's going to launch it deep to the end zone, and touchdown Blue Devils. 27 yards to the end zone. Hunter Cummings coming up with the touchdown catch. 6-0 Sedan. Tyler Holt, he's opened up an aerial attack here. 69 yards on 3 passes, 2 out of 3 for Tyler Holt. And Sedan now going for the 2-point conversion. Holt goes shotgun set, drops to throw, fires it into the backfield. Walter, it's incomplete. So the 2-point conversion snuffed out. 10:24 first quarter. Our score, homecoming night for the Blue Devils. Sedan 6, West Elk 0. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF.
And now, back to Friday Night Lights football.
And welcome back to Sedan, Kansas. First offensive possession for the hometown Blue Devils. They strike pay dirt on a 27-yard aerial toss from Tyler Holt, the quarterback, to his wideout, Hunter Cummings, for the touchdown. The 2-point conversion was no good, but nonetheless 6-0 Sedan with the early lead. Blue Devils set to kick it off after the touchdown. It's going to be number 22, Bly, shoot to kick it away. It's a wobbler on the ground, fielded at about the 10, up to the 15, 20, coming near side, still on his feet. That's Armando Gomez, and he's hit around the 25-yard line. That's a return of 15 for Gomez and the Patriots. Tyler Holt in on the stop, along with Chester Cummings for the Blue Devil special team. 1st and 10, Patriots at their own 25-yard line, 10-15 first quarter. They're down 6-0 to Sedan. At quarterback's going to be number 17 for the Patriots. That's Damon Wilson. And now we're going to have a premature whistle, but then Gomez kind of stopped and looked around like all the other players did. Thought there was a early whistle, and that halted the play. I'm not really sure what's going on here. I think the referee said no, there was no whistle, but I think everybody here heard it. So nonetheless, no gain on the play for Gomez. So it's going to be now 2nd down and 10 right at the 25-yard line of the Patriots after a very strange start offensively for West Elk on a errant whistle that's halted the play, but then no whistle. So 2nd and 10. Wilson under center. He's got the power I set behind him in the backfield. Hands off up the middle, and a hard charging run, and the ball pops loose out of Gomez's hands, but pounced on by Ricky Burris, who's very alert right at about the 31-yard line. Going to give Armando Gomez a gain of 6, and he can thank Ricky Burris for hanging tight there and covering that ball up on the fumble. Brings up now 3rd down 4, nearing the 9-minute mark first quarter. 6-0. Sedan with the lead over West Elk. Power I set again. Wilson at quarterback. Pitches Gomez near side, and he's going to be hit short of the 1st down yardage needed. Cut down by Jake Mills. Only going to pick up about a yard and a half on the play at best. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 3 to go for the Patriots. 8:35 and counting. Ball at the Patriot 31-yard line. Of course, they're going for it. Wilson under center. Power I behind him in the backfield. Hands off Gomez. He hammers into that defense. And I don't know. This one's going to be close. He was stacked up pretty quick. Kiefer Brewer, the 6'4", 190-pound freshman, leading the way initially. Ball advanced to about the 35-yard line, and I don't believe that's going to be a 1st down. Nope, it's a turnover on downs. Gain of 3 on the play for Gomez, but it wasn't enough to move the chains. 1st down, Sedan, leading 6-0, 8:19 first quarter. Holt, empty backfield, shotgun formation. He's being pressured, rolls out of the pocket, still looking, and he is going to be wrapped up by Isaiah Loudermilk near the 41-yard line of West Elk. Loudermilk doing a good job spying Holt as he scrambled out of the pocket. That's going to be a loss of 5 on the play. So rushing-wise, ground attack not working for Sedan, but they're lighting up the Patriots through the sky, passing the ball. Shotgun set again. Holt, he drops to throw, and he's going to launch it deep again. Has a guy, and it's tipped away at the last second by Armando Gomez. He was looking for Kiefer Brewer, big 6'4" wideout, but the ball kind of hung up in a little bit of a north breeze here at Prather Field. 3rd down 15, 7:37 mark, first quarter. Sedan leading West Elk 6-0. The South Central border battle. Shotgun set. Holt, one back in the backfield. Walter, he's flushed out of the pocket. He's going to throw it again, looking way down the field, and now we've got a flag around the 15-yard line. He was trying to go to Jake Mills. Damon Wilson had him blanketed. I don't know. Zebra's trying to sort this one out. This will be a big call either way. Looks like it's going to be a passing interference going against Sedan offensively. If West Elk declines it, it's going to bring up a 4th down and about 15 from the Patriot 40-yard line. Should they take the penalty, it's going to move it back to being about 3rd and 25, thereabouts. And the Patriots are going to assess the penalty yardage on Sedan. No, they're not. They're going to decline it. 4th down and 15. That's probably the smart call right there. You're going to force Sedan to have to pick up big chunk of real estate here at the 7:30 mark of the first quarter. Blue Devils up 6-0. They scored on their first possession through the air. Holt goes. Now they're going to line up in the punting formation, and that's a wobbler off the side of his foot. It goes out of bounds near the 15-yard line. So about a 25-yard punt is all that Sedan gets out of that. Kiefer Brewer punting the ball. So the Patriot defense, they stand tall and shut down the Blue Devil drive with 7:24 in the first quarter. Again, West Elk trailing Sedan 6-0 here in the first quarter. Patriots on their first possession, they were shut down and had to hand the ball back on a turnover on downs. Power I set behind Damon Wilson. He hands off, and there goes Gomez, and he was a step away from snapping that one to the end zone. That's a gain of 11. Jake Mills in on the tackle, but Armando Gomez, Mr. Excitement, ripping off 11 yards, first down, Patriots. Ball now at the 26-yard line of West Elk. Patriots rolling right to left, under center. center. Damon Wilson, one back behind him, Gomez. He'll hand to Gomez. He bounces it outside, and he's going to be cut down with a gain of about 1 or 2 on the play. They're going to give him 2. 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Patriots. Shaw makes the tackle for Sedan's defense. Again, coming to you live from Prather Field here in Sedan, Kansas. Jeff Carpenter with your play-by-play call on the high school game of the week, 104.1 FM KGGF. Damon Wilson under center, power I formation. He's going to keep it and roll out near side on the quarterback keep, and then Wilson's cut down by Jake Mills. A good open field tackle after Wilson did a great job on the play fake. Bootlegged it, rolled near side, and he's going to pick up somewhere in the neighborhood of about 5 on the carry. So 3rd down, 3 coming up for the Patriots. They got 4 on the board. It's like a long 3. We'll go with it. Gomez lines up in the Wildcat. He's going to try to run out of the backfield, and he is hammered. Nowhere to go. A huge loss of yardage on the play for Armando Gomez. In on the stop was Jaden Ools. And there's a loss of 9 on the play for Gomez and the Patriots. 4th down and a long 11 coming up. 5:38 and counting here in the first quarter. Damon Wilson lines up to punt the ball for the Patriots near his own 10-yard line. Low snap. He fields it, punts it end over end. Pretty short, but it gets a good Patriot hop, and it'll go to about the 26-yard line of Sedan. So a nice roll on the punt from Damon Wilson. That's good for about 34 yards, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devil offense, leading 6-0 over West Elk with 5:22 showing here in the first quarter. 8-man football. This is Division I, a District 2 game. Pistol gun set. Tyler Holt, the quarterback, sends a man in motion near side. Holt's going to run the option. He's looking for a block. He can't get away from Loudermilk, though, as he's gobbled up. Gain of 1 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 9 for Sedan. Isaiah Loudermilk, awful tough to run away from him. 6'6", 250, and he is cat quick. Holt going in the shotgun. One back left side. Twin wideouts far side. He fakes the handoff. Pump fake. Fires over the middle. It's a bullet. Looks like it's complete. And that's Jake Mills reeling it in for a gain of 9 on the pitch and catch from Tyler Holt. That should move the chains, and it is a 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils. Ball at the Sedan 37-yard line, just shy of midfield. Pistol gun formation. Holt pitches it. It's Walter, the tailback. He'll get around the edge before he's bumped out of bounds by Cade Miller, and it's going to be a pickup of around 7 on the play. So a good quarterback option pitch to Mitchell Walter. So 2nd down 3, 4:31 and counting here in the first quarter. The Blue Devils up 6-0 over the Patriots of West Elk. Pistol gun formation. Holt, one back behind him's Walter. He's got twin wideouts far side. He hands off. No, he's going to keep it. Tyler Holt with a good ball fake. Keeps it on the quarterback draw right up the middle. Might have picked up about a foot. Isaiah Loudermilk in on the tackle again for the Patriots. So 3rd down and called it about a short 2 on the play coming up. We're nearing the 4-minute mark here in the first quarter. Sedan moving left to right, up 6-zip. Pistol gun formation. It's Holt, the quarterback. He's going to keep it again and run right up the middle, and he is plastered again by Isaiah Loudermilk, but good gain on the play. That is a pickup of nearly 4 for Holt and the Blue Devil offense. So Sedan moves the chains, drive still alive, under 4 minutes and counting, first quarter. Shotgun formation. Holt, he looks downfield, throws. It is complete after being tipped in the backfield by Loudermilk. But a good job by Kiefer Brewer coming up with a catch, and there is a flag in the offensive backfield. So hold the phones here. I believe it's going to go against Blue Devils. Officials trying to sort out the laundry. Yep, they're going to march Sedan backwards on the penalty yardage. Appears to be a holding call. And there they go. This one's looking more like a personal foul as it's going clear back to the Sedan 31-yard line. So it's going to be 1st down and forever coming up with 3:40 showing in the first quarter. About 1st and 27 for the Blue Devil offense. Tyler Holt, senior quarterback, going to the shotgun formation. Mitchell Walter, he's the tailback, standing left side. Holt sends twin wideouts far side of the field. It's got Cummings and Brewer over there. Jake Mills going to line up near side as the other wideout. West Elk, they'll set up in a 3-4 defensive set. Now we're back to live action. conversion. Sedan up 6-zip, looking for more. Holt drops back to throw. He's going to launch it deep, and he has a man. It's incomplete. Wow, that would have been a huge play, but Brewer unable to reel it in at around the 15-yard line. Certainly can't fault Tyler Holt. He put the ball right where it needed to be. Brewer just not able to grab onto it. So it's going to bring up now 2nd down 27 from the Blue Devil 31-yard line. Again, 8-man football, Division I. We're here in District 2 play between the West Elk Patriots, the road team, and the hometown Sedan Blue Devils. Devils up 6-0. Holt to throw. He'll throw it again deep. This time double coverage, and it is incomplete. Good job by Cade Miller over there spying the wide out. So it's bombs away for the Sedan Blue Devil offense, as virtually almost every down they're putting the ball into the sky with 3:24 showing in the first quarter. Sedan scoring the only touchdown of the night so far. That was on a 27-yard toss from Holt to Cummings for the touchdown. The 2-point conversion was no good. We do have a penalty on the play, and this one's going to go against Sedan. And the Blue Devils moving in reverse right now, as now they're backed up to their 22-yard line. So let's call it 2nd down and 37. 3:24 showing on the clock, first quarter. Sedan up 6-0 over West Elk. Shotgun formation, Holt the quarterback. Middle screen, it's complete to Walter, but Loudermilk sniffs it out perfectly. The big guy gobbles him up. Mitchell Walter nowhere to run, really. Picked up about 4 on the catch, but it could have been huge. 3rd down, 33 coming up for the Blue Devils. You got to pull out something pretty special offensively here as you're going under 3 minutes, first quarter. Twin wideouts near side, one far side's Brewer. Now man in motion far side. Holt rolls out of the shotgun set. He's in trouble. Still on his feet. Gets away from one tackle. Now another. Dodges another. Holt cutting it across the grain and finally tackled at the 40-yard line right near midfield by Ricky Burris. An absolute Houdini move there by Tyler Holt, the quarterback, getting out of danger not once, not twice, but 3 times. And he is going to pick up nearly 16 yards on the scramble. Brewer lines up to punt the ball for Sedan. 4th down, 17 from midfield. He'll kick it away, and this is a dandy. High spiral. Fumbled by West Elk, and inside the 10-yard line. Armando Gomez bounced off his shoulder pad and right into the hands of the Blue Devil special teams for the turnover. Gomez slow to get up now. And with 2:02 showing here in the first quarter, Sedan up 6-0 over West Elk. Armando Gomez down on the field. We're going to take a 30-second injury timeout. You're listening to Best in High School Football on the Game of the Week, 104.1 FM KGGF.
And now, back to Friday Night Lights football.
Welcome back to Prather Field in Sedan. Armando Gomez coming off the field under his own power. Patriots with 1st and goal from the West Elk 7-yard line. Slant pass, touchdown Blue Devils. Tyler Holt to Kiefer Brewer for 7 yards, and it's 6 more points for the Blue Devil offense as they go up 12-0 with 1:57 showing here in the first quarter over West Elk. 2-point conversion attempt coming up for Sedan. Pass is complete. It's good, but there is a flag on the play. Going to wait to see what the call is. It was complete to Hunter Cummings. Still waiting on the officials to let us in on what's going on. It's going to be a penalty against the Blue Devils, so they're going to have to try that 2-point conversion again. But Sedan on the board again. 2nd touchdown of the first quarter with a 12-0 lead. And now the Blue Devils lining up for the extra point kick. And this one's not going to work. It is blocked. It was a high snap to Tyler Holt, the holder. And the PAT kick off the foot of Bly Chute was no good. So at 1:57 showing in the first quarter. Sedan 12, West Elk 0. We're taking 30-second timeout. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week on 104.1 FM KGGF.
And now, back to Friday Night Lights football.
And welcome back to Prather Field in Sedan, Kansas. Jeff Carpenter with your play-by-play tonight on the high school game of the week, 104.1 FM KGGF. Sedan Blue Devils getting their second touchdown of the first quarter, this time a 7-yard scoring strike. Tyler Holt to his wideout Kiefer Brewer. The PAT kick was blocked, but Sedan to boot it again and shoot, rips it deep, fielded right inside the goal line. That's a touchback by Armando Gomez. So the West Elk offense, which has been electrifying this year, so far unable to come up with any points. Last touchdown set up by a muffed punt by Armando Gomez that was recovered inside the 10-yard line by Sedan, and they punched it in the end zone in one play. Damon Wilson under center, power I formation behind him. He drops to throw. He's flushed out of the pocket, still looking for help, and he is going to be ripped down. A sack in the backfield. Mitchell Walter in on the sack there for the Sedan defense, and that's a loss of about 10 on the play. Second down 20 now for the Patriot offense from their own 5-yard line. We're under 90 seconds left here in the first quarter. West Elk down 12-0 to Sedan. Wilson hands it off, first back through. I believe that's Gomez off the left tackle. It is Gomez, but for a very short gain on the play. Pickup of about 2 on the play. Kiefer Brewer making the stop for the Devil defense. Under a minute and counting now. Third down 18 facing the Patriot offense. Damon Wilson going with the pistol gun formation. That's like a shotgun set with Gomez right behind him as the tailback. He'll drop back into the end zone. He's in trouble. He's got to get rid of it. It is incomplete. That's going to bring up a punting situation for the Patriots as they have just been absolutely stymied offensively here in the first quarter by Sedan. 41.8 seconds remaining, and the Patriot offense again turned away as they're going to have to punt the ball deep in their end zone. Damon Wilson standing about 8 yards deep. Low snap. He gets the kick away. Good job to boot it out of there, but it's a very short punt. Going to be down at around the 17-yard line of West Elk. So about a 14-yard net, if you will. So first down 10 for the Blue Devils, and actually it's going to be at about 21-yard line of West Elk. So Sedan getting the ball back, already up 12-0. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Tyler Holt, the quarterback, goes shotgun set. He'll drop to throw. Still looking. He launches it deep into the end zone and way off the mark, incomplete. Cade Miller on the coverage for the Patriots. So second down and 10 after the incompletion by Holt. Tyler Holt been pretty special here in the early going, throwing the rock. He's got 2 touchdowns already on the night. One a 27-yarder, then a 7-yard strike to follow it up. Shotgun set, Holt, one back, Walter near him. He's going to throw the middle screen again, and it's sniffed out well, but still fighting for yardage is Walter as he'll get inside the 20. Dominic DeFalco in on the stop, also along with Brandon Wolf. So that's going to be a pickup of about 4 on that pass play. And time melts away here in the first quarter from Prather Field in Sedan, Kansas. Our score, the Sedan Blue Devils 12, the West Elk Patriots 0. Back to the studios for 60 seconds. You're listening to the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Prather Field in Sedan. Jeff Carpenter with your play-by-play for the high school game of the week, only on 104.1 FM KGGF. Into the first quarter, 12-0, Sedan Blue Devils on top of the West Elk Patriots. Devils have the ball offensively. It's going to be third down and 6 from the West Elk 19-yard line, and Tyler Holt, the quarterback, under duress in the backfield by Ricky Burris. He has to get rid of it early, and it's incomplete on the pass. So it will bring up a fourth down and 6 for the Blue Devils. Again, the ball in Patriot territory at the 19-yard line. Just underway, 11:56 here in the second quarter. Sedan with the 12-0 lead. Both touchdowns through the air for Tyler Holt, the quarterback. He's in the shotgun. He fires it deep into the end zone. It's picked off. Right at the goal line, up to the 10, coming near side, looking for 2 blocks, and then finally he's tackled it around the 12-yard line. Kiefer Brewer making the tackle. Coming up with the interception is Brandon Wolf. Wolf doing a good job on the pick. First and 10 for the Patriots. Wilson goes under center. He'll pitch near side. It's Gomez. He's got a good block at the 20, 30, foot race, and he is finally tripped up, but up near midfield, and that's a gain of nearly 26 on the play for Armando Gomez and the Patriots. Jake Mills making a potential touchdown-saving stop on a shoestring tackle at the 36.5-yard line of West Elk. 1st and 10. Wilson hands off. Gomez, and he slashes his way across midfield to near the 35-yard line of Sedan. Hunter Cummings in on the tackle for the Blue Devil defense, but that's a gain of 8 for Gomez, who now seems to be getting untracked in that ground and pound attack. Again, the handoff goes to Gomez. This time it's tough sledding for him as he's hit by a brick wall of blue jerseys led by Tyler Holt for Sedan. Actually going to lose a yard on the carry is Gomez. Under 11 minutes and counting, 3rd down and 4 from the Sedan 37-yard line. Power eye set. Wilson, he rolls out of the pocket. He's in trouble. He's still fighting for yardage, but he is going to be wrapped up and tackled for a loss on the play. In on the stop, Chester Cummings for the Blue Devil defense. That's a loss of nearly 2 on the play. So 4th down and 5 coming up for West Elk. 10-14 and counting, 2nd quarter. They're down 12-0 to Sedan. Ball at the 38-yard line of the Blue Devils. Pistol gun set. Wilson, he's going to run the option. Cuts it upfield, and there's nothing there for Damon Wilson and West Elk as he is ripped down quickly. Jaden Ools in on the stop for the Devil defense. And it's going to be a turnover on downs yet again for the West Elk Patriots. 10 minutes, 1 second remaining before halftime. And it's been all Sedan on homecoming night from Prather Field here in Sedan, Kansas. They lead 12-0. Tyler Holt, he's the son of head coach Mick Holt for the Sedan Blue Devils. He'll go into the pistol gun formation. Walter behind him as the tailback. He bobbles the snap. He's going to have to try to scramble out of there, and he does. Holt turns on the Jets. He's going to be gaining around 7 yards on the play. Gomez rips the ball loose, but it was already blown dead. So Holt doing a pretty good job improvising as he scrambles out of the pressure for a gain of 7. Going to bring up now 2nd down and 3. Ball right at the 35-yard line of West Elk. Nearing the 9.5-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. Sedan Blue Devils up 12-0 over their rivals, the West Elk Patriots. Shotgun set. It's Holt. Again, he's going to scramble, and he is nailed by 2 Patriot defenders. Isaiah Loudermilk, one of them in on the stop. Also Brandon Wolf after a gain of 1. 3rd down 2 coming up for the Sedan Blue Devils. 9 minutes and counting here in the 2nd quarter. Ball at the 33-yard line of West Elk. Sedan trying to keep the drive alive. Pistol gun set. Holt. He's going to hand off to Walter, and he is gobbled up in the backfield by Isaiah Loudermilk. Grill to grill with 6'6", 250. That's a loss of nearly 5 on the play for Walter and the Devils. 4th down and a long 6 coming up for Sedan. They're going to have to punt the ball away. Brewer boots it high into the Chautauqua Hills sky as it hits at about the 12-yard line, takes a devil hop inside the 10 to about the 6. So a pretty good kick there by Kiefer Brewer as it rolls about 36, 37 yards. 1st down for West Elk, deep in their own end at around the 5-yard line with 8:13 showing here in the 2nd quarter. Patriots down 12-0 on the road to the Sedan Blue Devils. Ball's going to be spotted officially at the 6. Damon Wilson under center at quarterback. Power eye formation behind him. He hands off to the tailback, and again, zipping through the defense. That's going to be Armando Gomez. He'll get it out to about the 11-yard line, so give him 5 on the carry for West Elk. 2nd and 5 for the Patriot offense, under 8 minutes and counting. 2nd quarter, they trail 12-0, trying to get the offense going. Power eye formation behind Wilson. Again, it's Gomez, and he is tattooed in the backfield. Mitchell Walter with a big hit for a loss of yardage. Clear back to the 8-yard line. That's a loss of 3 on the play, and I don't think anybody even touched Walter as he shot the gap and laid the wood on Gomez for the loss. So it'll bring up now 3rd down and 7 for the Patriots. Damon Wilson under center with that power eye set. He'll drop to throw. Here comes the blitz. He'll launch it into the flat. Gomez has it. Open field, and there he goes. 30, 40. You can say bye-bye. It's a foot race, and nobody will catch Armando Gomez. Touchdown, but there are flags on the play. As it stands now, that would have been a 71-yard touchdown. Now the officials, who have been busy guys throwing the yellow laundry all over the field tonight, they're going to talk about this one. You got to figure there's probably going to be a block in the back coming up. Anytime you see double flags trailing the play, it is going to be a block in the back against West Elk. So wipe off the touchdown from Wilson to Gomez. Now they're going to just figure out where they're going to spot the ball at. They're going to start marching it off from the 25-yard line of West Elk. Should go to about the 15, and that's exactly where it's going to be. So now the officials' unpopular call for the West Elk faithful. It's going to be 3rd down and 1 coming up from the 15-yard line of West Elk after the smoke clears. Wilson under center, power eye set, hands off. It's Gomez again, and he's got lightning speed as he breaks the corner across the 25 to near the 26-yard line. That's a gain of 11 for Gomez and the Patriot offense. 1st and 10, West Elk, 6:40 and counting in the second quarter. White-jerseyed Patriots race up to the line of scrimmage. Damon Wilson, the quarterback, under center, power eye behind him. He'll hand off first back through. That's going to be Cade Miller, the fullback, as he spins through the Blue Devil defense, wrapped up by the gang-tackling Devils after a gain of about 2 on the play. Hunter Cummings in on the stop, along with Chester Cummings as well. They're going to give him 3 on the carry. 2nd down, 7 for the Patriots. Wilson again under center with the power eye. He rolls out of the pocket, fires. It is complete, and a good catch. Reeling that one in is Cade Miller to pick up the 1st down. That's a gain of about 8 on the pitch and catch. Chester Cummings in on the stop, but not before chains move yet again on another Patriot 1st down, under 6 minutes and counting here in the second quarter. 12-0 if you just tuned into our broadcast. Sedan leading West Elk here in 8-man football. Blue Devils have struck the end zone twice through the air. Tyler Holt with a 27-yard touchdown pass, and then Holt again with a 7-yard touchdown pass. And now the Blue Devils jump off sides, trying to get the quick start defensively. I think they're going to get Jaden Ools jumping into the neutral zone there. Going to be a loss of 5 on the play. So West Elk gaining 5 yards without running a play brings up now 1st down and 5 just across midfield at about the 38-yard line. 5:20 and counting. Under center is Wilson. He'll pitch it coming around the far side. It's going to be Cade Miller with a good move. Another side step, and he's in the loose. 25, 20, 10, touchdown, Cade Miller. 38 yards to the end zone, and hold it again. There's another yellow hanky at about the 30-yard line trailing the play. If it holds up, it's a 38-yard touchdown run by Cade Miller. 5:04 on the clock in the second quarter. These officials have been in the spotlight tonight, man. A lot of penalties, a lot of flags flying. There's a huge debate going on by the Zebras, and it's going to be a face mask against Sedan, so it will be a touchdown for Cade Miller and the Patriots. 12-6, Sedan's lead chopped into with 5:04 showing here in the second quarter after the Patriots finally getting on the scoreboard after being held scoreless in the first quarter. 2-point conversion attempt coming up for the Patriots. They'll hand off Gomez. He's hit, dives forward. It's good for 2. And with 5:04 showing in the second quarter, the 2-point conversion has been made by West Elk, and now another debate by the officials. It is good. 12-8, Sedan with the lead over West Elk. 5:04 in the second quarter. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. This is the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF. And welcome back to Prather Field in Sedan, Kansas. Jeff Carpenter with your play-by-play on the high school game of the week, 104.1 FM KGGF. The West Elk Patriots finally getting on the scoreboard with 5:04 showing in the second quarter. 38-yard touchdown run by Cade Miller. The 2-point conversion run tacked on by Armando Gomez. And it's 12-8. We got a new game. Ball booted away, and this one in and out of the back of the end zone as William Young put the big left foot to that one, and nobody touched it. Touchback, 1st and 10 for the Sedan Blue Devils. Again, they're up 12-8 over their rivals, the West Elk Patriots. A District 2 ball game tonight, along with a South Central Border League battle. So a league battle and a district game on top of it. 1st and 10, Sedan from the 15-yard line. Shotgun set. Holt throws it. It's intercepted. DeFalco. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. West Elk. Dominique DeFalco with the pick 6 from 16 yards out, and he runs it into the end zone with 4:57 showing in the second quarter. 14-12 West Elk, and Tyler Holt has thrown his second interception of the first half. This one costly as it's the pick 6. 2-point conversion pending for the Patriots as now they have the lead. Handoff goes to DeFalco. He spins across the line of scrimmage, and he is going to be stacked up short. No good on the 2-point conversion run with 4:57 showing in the second quarter. West Elk 14, Sedan 12. We're taking a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF.
Friday Night Lights Football is an affiliate of the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Sedan. Defensive touchdown. A 16-yard pick 6 by Dominic DeFalco puts the West Elk Patriots back in the driver's seat, up 14-12 with 4:57 showing in the second quarter. The 2-point conversion run was shut down by Sedan. William Young boots it again, left-footed, fielded at about the 9, up to the 15, 20. He has a lane and going to be wrapped up around the 30-yard line of Sedan. It's number 12, Hunter Cummings, bringing that back for Sedan. So Cummings with a 21-yard return to set up the Sedan Blue Devils. 1st and 10, 4:47. Empty backfield, shotgun set. Tyler Holt, he looks to throw. Here comes the blitz. He'll throw it deep, has a man, caught at the 30, 20, 10, touchdown Sedan. Hunter Cummings. 50-yard scoring strike from Tyler Holt for the touchdown. That's Cummings' second touchdown catch of the first half, and Tyler Holt has thrown for 3 touchdowns for the Sedan Blue Devils here in the first half of play as they go up 18-14 with 4:37 showing here in the second quarter. 2-point conversion play by Sedan. It's incomplete on the pass from Holt trying to go to Cummings, but the damage done on the 50-yard scoring strike by the Blue Devils. They lead 18-14 over West Elk. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF. And welcome back to Prather Field in Sedan. Wow, offensive eruption. Sedan answers the touchdown by West Elk with a 50-yard scoring strike from Tyler Holt to Hunter Cummings. 2-point conversion, no good, but the Blue Devils regain the lead at 18-14 with 4:37 here before halftime. Homecoming night here at Prather Field in Sedan, Kansas, and this crowd has been treated to quite a first half, especially here in this second quarter. Set to kick off. Bly Shoot for the Blue Devils special teams, right to left on the dial. He boots it deep. Fielded at the 3-yard line by Gomez. Up to the 10, 15. He looks for a block. Coming near side, 20, 30. Cross midfield. It's a foot race. You can forget it. Armando Gomez gone again for the touchdown. This one, if it holds up, is 77 yards to the end zone. And there is a penalty flag on the far side of the field at around the 20-yard line. Again, still trying to wait it out from the officials. I think it's going to be a penalty going against the West Elk Patriots special teams as they're marching everybody backward. So what appeared to be a 77-yard touchdown gallop by Armando Gomez on the kickoff ends up being wiped out due to a penalty with 4:10 showing here before halftime. Sedan with the 18-14 lead. Penalties have absolutely killed the Patriots in the first half. Jake Mills shaken up for the Sedan Blue Devils. He's being helped off the field. Penalty's going to move it back to the West Elk 10-yard line. So the Patriots starting out deep in their own end, 1st and 10 from the own 10-yard line, trailing 18-14 to Sedan here in the second quarter, 4 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Damon Wilson, the junior quarterback for the Patriots, trotting back out into the huddle. He'll get the West Elk offense up to the line of scrimmage. Again, both these two teams 3-1 record on the year. Power eye set behind Damon Wilson as he goes under center. He hands off and another flag flies. That shouldn't surprise you. There's been a lot of them here in the first half. And we're still kind of waiting this one out. I'm not exactly sure whether at first you thought it might have been some type of procedure call, but now the referee just wiggles the yellow hanky and says, my bad. So no penalty on the play. Just wanting to make sure everybody's paying attention. Here we go. 4:08 showing second quarter, 18-14. Sedan with the lead over West Elk. Wilson goes under center. Again, the power eye behind him. He'll hand off. That's Gomez, the tailback. He has a lane. He'll bounce it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. That's a pickup of 7 for Gomez and West Elk. Brings up now 2nd down and 3, under 4 minutes and counting. Kiefer Brewer making the tackle for the Blue Devil defense. Clock moving at 3:40 and counting here in the second quarter. 18-14, two rivals between West Elk and Sedan. It's been a great game in the first half. Big plays. Some big plays called back due to penalties. Wilson under center. Again, the power eye. He'll hand off far side, and that's going to be Gomez again as he pounds his way into the Devil defense for a gain of about 3 on the play, close to the first down yardage. Tyler Holt making the tackle along with Kiefer Brewer and Chester Cummings. So it's going to be 3rd down and less than a yard to go for the Patriot offense. The clock goes under 3 minutes and counting here in the second quarter. Sedan with the 18-14 lead over West Elk. West Elk quarterback, Damon Wilson hands off. That's going to be Gomez, and he is plastered. The ball pops loose, but I believe it was blown dead near the 20-yard line. Jaden Ools making the initial tackle. Ools a 6'1", 160-pounder. He's just a sophomore. No gain on the play for Gomez and the Patriots. So it's going to be 4th down and call it about a foot from the 20-yard line of West Elk. And the Patriots going for it. Clock moving at 2:13 and counting here in the second quarter. And now we're going to have a stoppage of play just for an equipment adjustment on Armando Gomez. He's been a busy guy. Damon Wilson getting his helmet snapped back on tight. A power eye formation for West Elk. Wilson under center. It's going to be a quarterback keep right up the middle. Good call there as he picks up at least 7. Damon Wilson doing a good job just following his center. Hunter Cummings with the tackle for the Blue Devil defense, but not before they move the chains. 1st down West Elk, under 2 minutes and counting. Ball now at the 27-yard line of the Patriots. Damon Wilson lines up in a pistol gun formation. That's about 4 yards behind the center. Tailback behind him. Now he's got Gomez in motion. He's going to hand off to Gomez. He gets away from one, but not the second one as he's wrapped up near the 30-yard line. Hunter Cummings making the tackle along with Tyler Holt after a pickup of 3. Gomez has been a busy guy here in the first half. I'm not even sure how many carries he's got. I'm guessing somewhere in the neighborhood of about 17. I haven't got him tallied up yet, but he has been busy. He'll line up near side, trip wideouts, empty backfield, shotgun set. Wilson, he'll throw it over to Cade Miller on the screen. It's complete. And out to about the 35-yard line of the Patriots. It's going to be a pickup of about 5, maybe 6 on the play. Got down to about 52 seconds remaining. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Patriots really haven't thrown the ball much here in the first half. That's not really the strength of their game. They're more the ground and pound attack behind Armando Gomez, their tailback. Only the 3rd pass by Damon Wilson. He's 2 out of 3 on the night. I got him for 14 yards, and both his completions to Cade Miller. 3rd down 1 with 51.5 seconds remaining here in the first half. Sedan Blue Devils 18, the West Elk Patriots 14. Again, if you just joined our broadcast, you've missed some scoring. Sedan getting on the board first with 10:24 in the first quarter on a 27-yard touchdown pass from Holt to Cummings. And then the Blue Devils answered again with another 7-yard touchdown pass in the first quarter. That was all the scoring by either team in the first quarter of play. West Elk then gets 2 touchdowns in back-to-back possessions to regain the lead at 14-12. And then again, Sedan answers the call and gets another touchdown to take the lead right back at the 4:37 mark. So here we go, 3rd and 1 for the Patriots. Again, it's going to be Damon Wilson right up the middle at the 30, the 25, and he nearly broke it for the touchdown. Jake Mills with a touchdown-saving one-arm tackle at the 21-yard line. 18-yard gain there by Wilson. 1st and 10, shotgun set, pump fake, wide open, Ricky Burris. And this one is picked off just shy of the goal line. A huge interception. Hunter Cummings coming up with the pick right near the goal line on the pass from Damon Wilson, and he just underthrew it a little bit. He had Ricky Burris wide open. 1st down, Sedan, 36.8 seconds remaining. They're up 18-14, ball on the 2-yard line. Holt going to run the ball, and he is hit quickly by Isaiah Loudermilk, the big nose guard at 6'6", 250 for the Patriot defense. It's going to be a short gain of about 1 on the play for Holt, and Sedan brings up now 2nd down. They've got him 2nd and 8, so we'll give him 2 on the carry. Clock moving, down to 12 seconds. Now down to 7. Holt's going to run the option out of the backfield, and he dives forward for a gain of about 1 yard or 2 on the play, and that is how the first half is going to end here from Prather Field in Sedan, Kansas. Our score, the Sedan Blue Devils 18, the West Elk Patriots 14. If you're listening to the high school game of the week only on 104.1 FM KGGF.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Prather Field in Sedan, Kansas, the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF. Jeff Carpenter with your play-by-play call. Here at halftime, the hometown Sedan Blue Devils on homecoming night leading their arch rivals, the West Elk Patriots, 18-14. Been a defensive battle in the first half, low scoring, but also some big plays offensively for the Patriots have been called back due to penalties. So some missed opportunities for West Elk possibly here in the first half. We'll have to see how that shakes out in the second half of play. But right now we're going to take a look at some of the game scoring highlights in the first half of action. Sedan getting on the scoreboard with 10:24 showing in the first quarter on a 27-yard touchdown pass from Tyler Holt to his wideout, Hunter Cummings. The 2-point conversion run was no good by Sedan, but the Blue Devil lead was 6-0 at that point in the first quarter for the Sedan Blue Devils with 1:57 showing. It was a 7-yard touchdown pass from Holt to his wideout Brewer, and that was set up by a muffed punt inside the 10-yard line by the West Elk special teams. Sedan cashes in with that 7-yard scoring toss from Holt to Brewer. The point after touchdown kick was blocked by the West Elk Patriots special teams, so the lead was 12-0 Sedan over West Elk at the end of the first quarter of play. In the second quarter, finally West Elk's offense gets on the scoreboard with 5:04 showing on the clock. 38-yard touchdown run by Cade Miller. The 2-point conversion run was tacked on by Armando Gomez, and it was 12-8 Sedan at that point. And then next possession for West Elk, 4:57 on the second quarter clock. It was a 16-yard pick six by Dominic DeFalco as he comes up with the defensive play of the night so far for the West Elk Patriots, picking the ball off and taking the pick six 16 yards into the end zone. The 2-point conversion run no good by West Elk, and it was 14-12 in favor of the Patriots over the Blue Devils. But then Sedan, with only 20 seconds further into the game, they get on the scoreboard on a 50-yard scoring touchdown pass from Holt to Hunter Cummings. The second time those two hooked up in the first half. The 2-point conversion pass no good by Sedan, but 18-14, the Blue Devils regained the lead, and then neither team able to score in the rest of the first half of play. So halftime, it is 18-14 in favor of the hometown Sedan Sedan Blue Devils. We will take a look here at halftime at some of the unofficial stats. Tyler Holt, the quarterback, he's had a great first half. He has carried the ball 10 times, rushing for 24 yards on the ground. Holt has been deadly throwing the ball. He's 7 out of 13 passing for 143 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half. He has a total of 167 yards of offense, but also 2 interceptions. 1 interception in the second quarter was the pick 6 by Dominic DeFalco of West Elk. Mitchell Walter, tailback for the Blue Devils. He has carried the ball 3 times for a -2 yards on the ground. Walter has 2 receptions for 8 yards for a total of 6 yards of offense. Hunter Cummings, he has been a big-time receiver for the Sedan in the first half. He has 2 receptions for 77 yards and 2 touchdowns. Both of his catches were touchdowns by Cummings in the first half of play. Jake Mills, also another big target for Holt. He has 2 receptions for 51 yards. And Kiefer Brewer, the big wideout, 1 catch for 7 yards, but that was a touchdown for the Blue Devil offense. So Sedan, looking at some of their team totals, they have carried the ball 13 times for 22 yards on the ground. 7 out of 13 passing for Holt and the Blue Devils for 143 yards. A total of 165 yards unofficially offensively for the Sedan Blue Devils. They do have the 2 interceptions in the first half of play. But at halftime, it has been a shootout. Just as expected, huge rivalry here in 8-man football Division I between the hometown Sedan Blue Devils and the visiting West Elk Patriots as Sedan holds a narrow 18-14 lead at halftime. We're going to head back to the studios for 2 minutes. When we come back, we'll be one step closer to your second half of action. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week only on 104.1 FM KGGF.
Are you ready?
And welcome back to Prather Field in Sedan, Kansas. Jeff Carpenter with your play-by-play tonight on the High School Game of the Week, 104.1 FM KGGF. Halftime score, 8-man football Division I. The hometown Sedan Blue Devils 18, the West Elk Patriots 14 at the halftime intermission break. It's been back and forth in the first half of play. Both these two teams come in with a 3-1 record, and tonight it has been very entertaining in the first half of play as Sedan jumped out to a quick 12-0 lead at the end of the first quarter. Then the West Elk Patriot defense stiffened and created some problems for the Sedan passing attack as Tyler Holt, quarterback for the Blue Devils, he's been absolutely outstanding throwing the ball in the first half of play. But then West Elk figuring out some of the pass patterns that the Blue Devils were running, and the next thing you know, the defense steps up for the Patriots and they tighten down. And they come back with a couple scores of their own in the second quarter of play as West Elk taking the lead 14-12 temporarily in the middle of the second quarter. And then Sedan coming right back 20 seconds later and snatching the lead away on a 50-yard scoring pass by Tyler Holt. Holt's 3rd touchdown in the first half of play. 2 of them to Hunter Cummings. That's been a 1-2 combo that has been deadly in the first half of play. Again, Tyler Holt just lighting up the skies, throwing the ball for Sedan as he was very impressive. 7 out of 13 passing for 143 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions by Tyler Holt. The West Elk Patriots, we knew they were going to come back. They're a very explosive team offensively, and they did bounce right back, and as we mentioned, took a temporary lead there in the second quarter, primarily on the strength of Armando Gomez's rushing. He 18 carries, 73 yards in the first half. The big touchdown run, though, came from fullback Cade Miller, racing 38 yards for the score. Miller, combined rushing and receiving, has 55 yards of offense in the first half. And quarterback Damon Wilson really not putting the ball in the air much passing-wise. He was 2 out of 3 throwing the rock for 14 yards. Both of those catches by Cade Miller from Wilson. And then Damon Wilson rushing the ball 6 carries for 14 yards. So certainly Sedan has been very strong against the run. by the West Elk Patriots, but nonetheless, it's only 18-14 here at halftime. The Blue Devils with the slim lead over their rivals from Howard, Kansas, the West Elk Patriots. Again, the best in high school football, as always, the high school game of the week, 104.1 FM, KGGF. Pleased to have you join our broadcast. Getting ready to start the second half of action, I should say. Great night for football, about 53 degrees presently here in Sedan, Kansas. And I am going to dare say it, no wind right now, so we'll see if I didn't jinx myself there. Blue Devils will be kicking off to West Elk. Devils will go right to left on the dial. Set to kick off for Sedan. Bly Shoot. He's a 5'11", 150-pound junior. Back deep for West Elk. It's going to be number 14, Cade Miller. And then, of course, Mr. Excitement, Armando Gomez, number 42. Here we go, third quarter underway. Line drive kick. Miller bobbles it at about the 5. He's up to the 10. He has a lane coming near side, 20, 25, and still on his feet across the 30 to about the 32-yard line before Shoot tackles him on a gain of nearly 26 on the return. Great field position for West Elk to start their first drive of the second half. 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Blue Devils of Sedan leading 18-14 over West Elk. Patriots with the ball, power I formation. Damon Wilson, the quarterback. Gomez, the tailback, and the ball slipped out of Wilson's hands, but he pounced on it quickly. It's going to be a loss of about 3 on the play. He's up now, second down, 13 for the Patriot offense. The ball moved inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Wilson lines up in a shotgun formation. He's got twin slots and wide out split each side. He'll back to throw. He throws it over the far side, incomplete, trying to go to Cade Miller, and Miller got his feet tangled up with Tyler Holt in coverage. That's an incompleted pass. Brings up third down and long for the Patriot offense. These teams, as we've talked before, especially in the pregame, they got identical 3-1 marks. A monster game, not just a rivalry game and a league game, but it's a district game. District 2, 8-man Division 1 tonight. It opens up. Power I set. Wilson, the quarterback. Gomez dots it at tailback. Back to throw. It is the screen. It goes to Gomez, and flags fly again. He's got a lane, far side, down the field, 30, 25, still on his feet. Pinballs inside the 15 to near the 10-yard line. A great run after the catch by Armando Gomez from the pass of Damon Wilson, but there are flags littering the field right near the 40 and 35-yard line. And I don't know, this one looks suspiciously to go against the West Elk offense. Or does it? Nope, it's going to go against Sedan. Wow, that was big. Ball going clear inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line. So how about a 54-yard pass to Gomez from Wilson? 1st and goal, Patriots. Under 11 minutes, they trail by 4. Wilson under center, hands off, and hit in the backfield immediately is Gomez. Jaden Ools making the penetration and the tackle for the Blue Devil defense. It's going to be a loss of about 2-3 on the play for Gomez. 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line. Under 10.5 minutes. Again, the power I set behind Wilson, the quarterback. He pitches far side Gomez. He looks for a block. He gets one, and then he's knocked out of bounds inside the 10 to about the 5-yard line. Kiefer Brewer in on the tackle for Sedan. That's a pickup of 6. He'll go inside the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal coming up for the Patriot offense. Knocking on the door here, north end zone at Prather Field in Sedan. This time, wildcat formation for Gomez. He's going to take it right up the middle, churns his legs forward, and he is stacked up short of the goal line. It's going to be a gain of about 3 on the play, maybe. Brewer in on the tackle for the Devil defense. 4th down and goal from about the 2.5-yard line for the Patriots. This play's huge already. Under 10 minutes here in the 3rd quarter. Patriots down 4. Under center, Wilson. Power I set. Quarterback sneak right up the middle. Touchdown. Damon Wilson, and the Patriots score. 3-yard quarterback sneak by Damon Wilson with 9:42 showing here in the third quarter. West Elk take the lead back 20-18 over Sedan. 2-point conversion attempt. It goes, fake to Gomez. He'll throw the ball and tipped away. Good defensive play by Mitchell Walter in the end zone for the Devil defense. So it's no good on the 2-point conversion pass. 9:42 third quarter. West Elk Patriots 20. The Sedan Blue Devils 18. We're taking 30-second timeout. You're listening to the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Prather Field in Sedan, Kansas. The West Elk Patriots take the lead right back. 3-yard quarterback sneak by Damon Wilson. 2-point conversion, no good by the Patriots. 20-18, West Elk with the lead. William Young set to kick off for the Patriots special teams. The big guy boots it left-footed. It goes far side of the field, fielded at about the 5, up to the 10, 15. Coming near side, 20, 25, and he'll get across the 30 to near the 35-yard line. Big return by Hunter Cummings, about 27, 28 yards on the return, and he sets up the Blue Devil offense 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. 9:33 showing here in the third quarter. West Elk on top, 20-18 over Sedan. Shotgun set, Tyler Holt. He's going to run it right up the middle on the quarterback draw, and he'll get it across midfield to about the 39-yard line of West Elk. And we have an injured Patriot player down on the field with 9:23 showing here in the third quarter. West Elk 20, Sedan 18. We're going to take the injury timeout. You're listening to the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
Shotgun formation by Tyler Holt. He's going to come near side on the run, and it's going to be a short gain. Isaiah Loudermilk in on the stop. Pickup of about 2 on the carry for Holt and the Blue Devils. Ricky Burris was the player shaken up for West Elk. Good news is he walked off under his own power. So now 3rd down 1 Sedan. Ball at the 37-yard line of the Patriots. Shotgun formation. Holt, one back with him. Walter, he'll come near side. He's got the first down and more, and way more. 25, 20, and then the biggest guy on the field, Isaiah Loudermilk, streaking down the sideline, tackles him near the 16-yard line. Gain of 21 for Tyler Holt on that quarterback option run, and that moves the chains 1st down Blue Devils. 8:27 here in the third quarter. Sedan moving right to left. They have a fresh set of downs. Shotgun formation, Holt again. Wide out far side. The snap goes between his hands, and he's got to just dive on it back to the Patriot 30-yard line. So that'll take it clear back to a loss of 14 on the play. 2nd down and about 24 to go for the Blue Devil offense. After that errant snap goes right through the hands of Tyler Holt. Twin wideouts go far side of the field for Sedan. Shotgun formation, Holt, he's got man in motion near side. That's Hunter Cummings. Holt rolls near side. He'll fire it deep. Looking down the field, Cummings has it. Unbelievable catch inside the 5. Oh my, that's a monster catch right there. Wow. 35-yard strike from Tyler Holt to Hunter Cummings, and he put that baby right on the money. 1st and goal, Blue Devils. 7:29 mark of the third quarter. They're knocking on the door, trailing 20-18 to West Elk. Holt goes to that shotgun set. Walter left side. Twin wideouts go far side. Now Cummings in motion to the near side. Holt's going to run it. Quarterback option. He dives forward into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. 1-yard touchdown run by Tyler Holt, his 4th touchdown of the night for Sedan. 3 through the air, 1 on the ground, as now the Blue Devils take a 24-20 lead with 7:24 showing in the third quarter. 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Shotgun set again. Holt, he's flushed out of the pocket. He'll throw incomplete. Good defense as Loudermilk was in the backfield with the pressure. So the 2-point conversion snuffed out by the Patriots. 7:24 third quarter. Sedan regains the lead. They're up 24-20. We're taking a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Prather Field in Sedan, Kansas. Seesaws back and forth yet again as the Sedan Blue Devils with a big 35-yard pass down to the 1-yard line of West Elk. And then quarterback Tyler Holt runs it in from 1 yard out for the touchdown. His 4th score of the night. 2-point conversion pass no good by the Blue Devils. Sedan with the 24-20 lead with 7:24 showing in the third quarter. Shoot set to kick off for the special teams. He squibs it near side, fielded by Brandon Wolf, and he'll get it out to somewhere near the 31-yard line of West Elk. So a return of 6 yards by Brandon Wolf and the Patriots. Mitchell Walter making the tackle along with Tyler Holt for the special teams. 1st and 10, West Elk. They're trailing 24-20 to Sedan. Under center, power I formation. It's going to be Damon Wilson, and now we've got a timeout called quickly by the Sedan Blue Devils. They lead 24-20 over the West Elk Patriots. We're going to take a 30-second timeout with them. You're listening to the high school game of the week.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And back to live action. Under center, Wilson, he'll hand it off. And there goes Gomez again. He breaks it into the open. He's inside the 30 to near the 25-yard line of Sedan. 25-yard run by Armando Gomez. 1st and 10 Patriots. They move the chains. 7:13 showing here in the third quarter. Just a straight handoff to Gomez as he streaks to the outside and turns on the Jets. 24-20, Sedan with the lead. Blue Devil defense digs in, 3-man front. Under center, Wilson, the quarterback, hands off Gomez again. He eludes one tackle and then drags another one before being pulled down for a short gain of about 2 or 3 on the play. Hunter Cummings in on the tackle for the Blue Devils. Be a gain of 3 for Gomez. 2nd down, 7 for West Elk's offense. Armando Gomez unofficially 18 carries, 73 yards in the first half. He's turned it on in the second half as well. Handoff goes to Cade Miller, and he is popped by Tyler Holt for no gain on the play. Might have lost one. It is a loss of 1 on the play. Brings up now a 3rd and 8 for the Patriot offense, nearing the 6-minute mark of the third quarter. Sedan 24, West Elk 20. District 2 game, 8-man Division 1. Also a South Central Border League battle, league play, and a rivalry game. Wow, what a night. Pistol gun set. Wilson, he's going to flip it and run an opposite way. It's Cade Miller again. There's a flag on the play. He eludes one tackle. Another spins his way inside the 10-yard line, but there is a penalty flag. Just a little reverse pitch from Damon Wilson, the quarterback, to his slot back, Cade Miller. But it is going to be a penalty against the West Elk offense. So it would have been a gain of nearly 20 on the run, but that's going to be wiped out. The officials, they've earned their money tonight. Guys are going to be tired throwing a lot of flags. There's been a lot of action, especially in the first half. Tons of yellow hankies littering the field, and they've got more yardage to mark off as well. Quite the cardio workout tonight, and that's going to move it back to about the 26-yard line of Sedan. So 3rd and 10, Patriots. Empty backfield, shotgun set. Wilson throws it up in the air, and it's picked off at the 15, 20, cross midfield. That's Hunter Cummings. Touchdown, pick 6. Hunter Cummings, 68 yards to the end zone. 5:22 showing here in the third quarter, and Sedan scores defensively on the 68-yard pick 6 by Hunter Cummings. 30-20, Blue Devils. Going for 2, shotgun set. Holt, he's going to pitch it far side. Walter, he'll take the pitch, bangs it in, and it's good for the 2-point conversion. Great second effort by Mitchell Walter to get it into the end zone. 32-20. Sedan takes the lead over West Elk with 5:22 in the third quarter. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Prather Field in Sedan, Kansas. The rivalry gets better every moment as a pick six, 68-yard touchdown returned by Hunter Cummings. The two-point conversion run by Mitchell Walter was good for Sedan, and they've taken a 12-point lead with 5:22 showing in the third quarter. Bly shoot to set to kick it off, and he kicks it deep, and this one's going to go into the end zone for the touchback. So the West Elk Patriots going to get the ball at their own 15-yard line, 1st and 10. 3-1 records for both these two teams. Rivals, a District 2 game, an 8-man Division 1 football. Also a league game in the South Central Border League. About as big as it gets under the Friday night lights. Pleased to have you join our broadcast on 104.1 FM KGGF, the game of the week. Damon Wilson, the quarterback, shotgun set, 2 slots. He'll drop to throw. Blitz is on. He'll launch it up in the air, and it's slapped away by Mitchell Walter, as he might have had the shot at the interception as the ball hung up into the air off the hands of Damon Wilson, the quarterback. It'll bring up now 2nd down and 10 for the Patriot offense. Under center's Wilson, power eye set, he'll drop to throw, blitz coming, he dumps it out into the flat. Gomez, he's looking for 2 blocks. Oh, a monster block, and there goes Gomez! He's down to the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown! Oh, my, that was big. That one goes 55 yards to the end zone on the swing pass, but here's the footnote to that one. There was a gigantic block thrown by Levi Wincher that sprung Gomez to the end zone. 5:01 showing here in the third quarter, and West Elk strikes right back, only down 32-26. One of the Sedan players shaken up a little bit on that big block by Wincher. And once Wilson got the ball into the hands of Gomez, he was gone. 2-point conversion attempt is good by West Elk. Damon Wilson takes it into the end zone on the quarterback sneak. So 32-28, Sedan with the lead, 5:01 third quarter. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF. Welcome back to Prather Field in Sedan, Kansas. In a blink of the eye, the West Elk Patriots score big. A 55-yard touchdown pass on a swing pass from Damon Wilson to Armando Gomez. He follows the huge block by Levi Wincher all the way to the end zone. 2-point conversion run by Wilson is good. And it's 32-28 Sedan. Still 5:01 left here in the third quarter. First one to 100 wins. William Young set to kick off from the 30-yard line for the Patriots special teams. The big guy rips it deep. Line drive, fielded at about the 3 by Holt. Up to the 10, 15, 20. He'll go far side and then tackled somewhere near the 27, 28-yard line on a return of about 25 by Tyler Holt. And Sedan's going to have pretty good field position just inside their 25-yard line. Damon Wilson comes up with a shoestring tackle on special teams for West Elk. Blue Devil offense. They'll reload. Twin wideouts near side, one far side. Shotgun set for Holt. He'll send Cummings in motion. Now the option pitch goes to Walter, and he is hit far side on a big shot out in the flat by Damon Wilson. Gain of around 4 on the carry by Mitchell Walter. This brings up now 2nd down 6, nearing the 4.5-minute mark of the third quarter. Sedan with a 32-28 lead over West Elk. Twin wideouts again near side. Shotgun set. Holt, he's got one wideout far side. Now he's going to pitch it. The ball's loose. A near disaster as Mitchell Walter had to dive on the loose pigskin. He was being chased by Ricky Burris in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of yardage on the play. A loss of about 2. 3rd down, 6 for the Blue Devil offense. 4:16 in counting here in the third quarter. They lead by 4 over West Elk. Shotgun formation again. Holt the quarterback. He'll drop to throw. Swings it out in the flat. Walter has it. He cuts it against the grain. Looks for 2 blocks, has another one, and he's still down the sideline, and he's going to be tackled somewhere near midfield. It's going to be a pickup of about 8 on the play on the swing pass to Mitchell Walter, who did a nice job tightrope walking down the sideline. 1st and 10, Blue Devils. 4:05 showing in the third quarter. They'll spot it at the 37-yard line of Sedan. Gun set formation again. Holt, the quarterback, drops to throw. He looks near side, launches it deep, has a man, and it's caught at the 10, the 5. No signal yet. And there's a battle for the ball as they went into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. That one's big. Kiefer Brewer making the catch. Had the ball ripped away out of his hands. But that was 43 yards to the end zone for the score. And Tyler Holt, quarterback for Sedan, has been magnificent tonight. 2-point conversion attempt by the Blue Devils. Shotgun set. Holt, he'll pitch it to Walter. He'll go into the end zone for 2. It's good. 40-28 Blue Devils over the Patriots with 3:49 showing in the third quarter. We're going to take another 30-second timeout. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week on 104.1 FM KGGF.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Prather Field. Again, fireworks all night long, it seems like, between these two teams, Sedan and West Elk. This time the Sedan Blue Devils, on the arm strength of their quarterback, Tyler Holt, the 43-yard touchdown pass to Brewer. The 2-point conversion run was also good by Walter. And now it's 40-28. Blue Devils to kick it away. Bly Schrute kicks it deep, fielded at the 1 by Armando Gomez. Up the middle, 20. He'll cut it across field, the 25. And now slips and falls at around the 30-yard line, trying to make a cut. Gomez bringing it back 29 yards to set up the Patriot offense. 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. The only question right now is whether my pen's going to have enough ink in it. 3:40 still remaining here in the third quarter. Patriot offense moving left to right on the dial. Empty backfield, shotgun formation for Damon Wilson, the quarterback. Trip wideouts near side. Gomez in motion. He fakes the handoff to Gomez, and then he throws it deep. Fly pattern incomplete, and now a flag comes in. He was trying to go to Brandon Wolf at around the 30-yard line of Sedan, but it was just beyond his outreached arms. And it's a flag on the play, and it's going to be passing interference against the Blue Devils. Again, flags flying tonight, but, tell you what, these two teams have been putting on quite a show. It's been impressive. Wolf going to kind of hobble off the field. Looks like he's been shaken up a little bit after diving for that catch. Penalty yardage marked off. It'll move it to the Blue Devil 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Patriots with 3:33 showing in the third quarter. That's a lot of threes. Wilson goes under center. He's got the power eye set behind him. Dotting the eye at tailback is Gomez, and it goes to Gomez, and Armando pounds into that Blue Devil defense inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line. It's going to be a gain of nearly 7 on the play. Cummings making the stop for the Blue Devil defense, but not before Gomez picks up a good solid 7 on the carry. 3:20 showing here in the third quarter. 40-28, Sedan with the lead over West Elk. And we have a player shaken up on the field, so we're going to take an injury timeout, head back to the studios. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week on 104.1 FM KGGF.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Sedan, Kansas. The high school game of the week, it's lived up to the billing tonight, 40-28. The Sedan Blue Devils leading the West Elk Patriots from Prather Field in Sedan. Jeff Carpenter with your play-by-play call. Patriots with the ball. They'll have it 2nd down and 4 from the Blue Devil 29-yard line. Damon Wilson at quarterback under center. DeFalco the fullback. Gomez the tailback. And now the Devils jumping on the defensive line of scrimmage. And it's going to be offside Sedan, which will be an automatic first down for West Elk. Little premature movement there on the defensive line of scrimmage. First down Patriots. Clock moving nearing 3 minutes. Again, power eye set behind Damon Wilson, the quarterback. He's going to pitch near side. It's going to be Armando Gomez, and he dives forward to about the 20-yard line of Sedan. Chester Cummings in on the stop for the Devil defense. That's a gain of 4 on the play for Gomez. 2nd down and 6. White-shirted Patriots on offense, moving left to right. 2.5 minutes and counting in the third. They trail by 12. Wilson under center. He'll hand off to Gomez, and this time he fools nobody in the entire city of Sedan as he is buried for a loss of yardage. That's a loss of nearly 3. Tyler Holt leading the way for the Sedan defense. Also Kiefer Brewer in on the stop as well with Holt. The loss of about 3 brings up now 3rd down 9 for the Patriot offense. We're under 2 minutes and counting in the third quarter. Big play coming up for both teams. Pistol gun formation. Wilson, he'll drop to throw. He has a man wide open, and it is reeled in inside the 10-yard line. That's Cade Miller coming up with a big catch. That's a gain of 19 on the play from the pass from Damon Wilson. 1st and goal for the West Elk Patriots. Miller did a good job holding up and then diving on the underthrown pass and coming up with the catch. The power eye formation behind Wilson, the quarterback. He'll hand it off, and there goes Gomez, plows his way into the end zone. Touchdown Patriots. 1:15 showing here in the third quarter, and it's Armando Gomez with the 5-yard touchdown plunge. 40-34 on the scoreboard now in favor of Sedan. 2-point conversion pending for the Patriots. Wilson under center, the power eye behind him in the backfield. It goes to Gomez. He's hit quickly, and he does not get in. So Sedan slams the door on the 2-point conversion run. Blue Devils 40, Patriots 34, 1:15 left, third quarter. We're taking a 30-second timeout. It's the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Prather Field in Sedan, Kansas. Jeff Carpenter on your play-by-play call tonight on the high school game of the week. Third quarter, 75 seconds remaining. And the West Elk Patriots getting a 5-yard touchdown run by their tailback, Armando Gomez. They missed the 2-point conversion run, but 40-34, that's what it is on the scoreboard in favor of Sedan. William Young kicks it deep, and it's going to hit at about the 5, pulled in by Hunter Cummings. He's up to the 10, 15, and he will be wrapped up rather quickly across the 20 to about the 22-yard line. There is a penalty flag on the play. Still 67 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. These two teams in an offensive shootout, as it usually is in 8-man football, Division I tonight. And it is going to be a block in the back against Sedan on the kickoff return. In week 5 tonight, as we bring you the high school game of the week, every Friday night throughout the season, we'll be bringing you the best in Friday Night Lights football here on 104.1 FM KGGF. Next week, if you're wondering, we're back in the Tri-Valley. On October 10th, it's Cherryvale at Caney. So the Chargers and the Bullpups will be featured in the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF. Going to be a great battle down there in Caney Valley. Penalty yardage marked off against the Sedan offense. Moves them clear back to their 7-yard line. So 1st and 10, Blue Devils, shotgun formation. Holt, he's going to run the option, now keeps it right up the middle, and he'll dive forward for a gain of about 8 on the play. Ricky Burris in on the stop for the Patriot defense. Pretty good quarterback option keep, though, by Tyler Holt. 8-yard gain for Holt and the Devils. 2nd and 2. We're down to 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Holt going in that shotgun formation. Walter right side in the backfield. Now in motion, Hunter coming. He'll hand off to Walter. He's getting around the edge. He'll have the first down and then bumped out of bounds at around the 25, 26-yard line of Sedan. And that's a gain of nearly 11 on the play for Mitchell Walter. So that moves the chains. 1st and 10, Blue Devils. Just a little under 28 seconds left here in the third quarter. Sedan with the 40-34 lead over West Elk. Again, 3-1 records for each of these two teams. They both have only had one road loss so far. In motion is coming, shotgun formation. Holt pitches again. It goes to Walter, and he's got a lane out there on the far side. Finally tackled by Brandon Wolf for West Elk. Jake Mills doing a good job blocking out there for Walter, and that's going to be a gain of about 7. So 2nd and 3 pending for the Blue Devil offense. That's probably going to be the last play of the third quarter from Prather Field here in Sedan, Kansas. The rivalry between the Sedan Blue Devils and the West Elk Patriots. The end of 3. It's Sedan 40, West Elk 34. Back to the studios for 60 seconds. You're listening to the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM. And welcome back to the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF. Jeff Carpenter here at Prather Field in Sedan, Kansas. Into 3 quarters of play, 40-34. The hometown Blue Devils on top of the West Elk Patriots. Sedan with the ball, 2nd down and 3 from their own 32-yard line. Shotgun set, and there goes Tyler Holt again. The quarterback bangs forward, tackled by Isaiah Loudermilk, about a yard shy of the yardage needed for the first down. So now 3rd down and 1 coming up for the Blue Devil offense. Right at the 35-yard line, just underway here in the fourth quarter, 11:33 and counting. Sedan with the touchdown lead over West Elk. Shotgun set again, Holt. He's going to run the option, pitches to Walter. He'll go around the outside. He's hit. Oh, this is going to be close on the spot. It was a big shot by Armando Gomez coming up in run support from the cornerback position. And this is going to be close. They're going to give it to him. First down by the nose of the football. So Walter going to pick up about a yard and a half on the play. He moves the chains. 1st and 10, Sedan. Again, shotgun set. Holt, one back left side, Walter. He looks down the field. He's going to fire it deep. Has another receiver. It's caught at the 10, the 5. And then pulled out of bounds. Gomez making the tackle, but his completion to Kiefer Brewer, and it goes all the way down to the 6-yard line. That's a 37-yard pass. And again, it's Tyler Holt just scorching the skies here. Holt to throw again, right over the middle. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And it's Kiefer Brewer, the 6-yard touchdown pass this time. And with 10:54 showing in the fourth quarter, Sedan's lead now at 46-34. 2-point conversion attempt pending. Shotgun set, hold again, pump fake, flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run for it. He's going to be hit and bumped out of bounds. No good on the 2-point conversion run. So with 10:54 left in the fourth quarter, Sedan scores again and takes a 46-34 lead. We're going to take a 30-second timeout.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Prather Field in Sedan. The Blue Devils getting on the board again this time. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass from Tyler Holt to his wideout, Kiefer Brewer. The second time here in the second half, those two have hooked up for the touchdown. 2-point conversion run, no good by Holt, but it's still 46-34. 2-score lead by the Blue Devils over the visiting West Elk Patriots. Kick is away, fielded at the 10-yard line by Gomez up to the 20. He'll jump over one tackler and then cut down by another at around the 26-yard line. Hunter Cummings on the tackle for the Blue Devil special teams. It'll be 1st and 10 West Elk after the 16-yard return by Gomez. 10:45 remaining here in the fourth quarter. I think I'm going to pull out another scoring sheet because I have a feeling we're not done yet. Pistol gun formation. Damon Wilson. Gomez behind him is tailback. He'll hand it off to Gomez. Right up the middle. There he goes. The 35, the 40. It's a foot race, and you might as well take a picture because that's as close as you're getting. Touchdown, Armando Gomez, and the West Elk Patriots strike the board again. 53 yards to the end zone with 10:34 showing here in the fourth quarter. Gomez just turning on the jets. Once he got in the open, it was bye-bye. 46-40 now on the scoreboard in favor of Sedan, pending the two-point conversion attempt by the Patriot offense. This time they're going to run it far side and in for the score. That's Damon Wilson on the quarterback option keep for the two-pointer. And it's 46-42 in favor of Sedan over West Elk. Again, a 30-second timeout coming. You're listening to the high school game of the week.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Prather Field in Sedan, Kansas, and the offensive show continues. This time, West Elk, 53-yard scoring jaunt to the end zone by the speedster Armando Gomez. The two-point conversion run by Damon Wilson was good, and it's 46-42 Sedan. Here's the kickoff. Blue Devils to the 10, the 15, and Walter stumbles trying to make a cut near the 25-yard line. They're going to spot him down at the Blue Devil 22, so a return of about 15 by Mitchell Walter. First and 10 Sedan with 10:25 left here in the fourth quarter. 8-man football, you got to love it. It's basically arena football outdoors. Shotgun set. Tyler Holt, the quarterback. He's been outstanding tonight. He'll drop to throw. Pump fake. He's flushed out of the pocket and a big hit. It's the sack. And it's Ricky Burris flying in from the right defensive end to come up with the big hit on Holt in the backfield. It's a loss clear back to the 11-yard line. That's a loss of nearly 11 on the play. West Elk dials up the blitz. Burris delivers. Now second and long, second and 21. Shotgun set, Holt. Again the blitz coming. Middle screen, it's Walter. He's at the 15, the 20. Damon Wilson wraps him up around the original line of scrimmage at the 21-yard line. So a 10-yard pass from Holt to Walter on the middle screen. Now third down and 11 coming up for the Blue Devil offense. 9.5 minutes and counting. The crowd into it. Shotgun set. Back to throw. Holt throws it up into the air. It's picked off. Cade Miller at midfield. The 30. Oh, and he is hammered on a big hit. Miller comes up with the interception, but he is nailed by Kiefer Brewer on the tackle right around the 25-yard line of Sedan. Tyler Holt threw it up for grabs. Cade Miller intercepts it and returns it 25 yards before he is drilled. And Miller is down on the field with 9:14 showing in the fourth quarter. Sedan 46, West Elk 42. We're taking the injury timeout. You're listening to the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Prather Field. The injured player, Cade Miller, coming off the field with assistance. Looks like he might be shaken up a little bit. Meanwhile, it is first down Patriots. Wilson with the ball under center, and he plows ahead for a gain of about 4 on a straight quarterback keep. Gang tackled by half of the Blue Devil defense. So second down, 5 pending. We're under 9 minutes and counting here in the fourth and final quarter of regulation. 46-42. Sedan with the lead on West Elk. Wilson under center, power eye set. Gomez, the tailback. It goes to Gomez, and he'll be hit at around the 21-yard line. The gain of about 2 on the play for Armando Gomez. Walter in on the tackle for the Blue Devil defense. It's going to be now third down, and they're going to say a short 4 on the official measurement. Ball just outside the 20-yard line of Sedan. So the Patriots down by 4, 8-10 and counting. They have the ball, third down and short. Under center, Wilson with the power I set. Again, Wilson's going to keep it, trying to fight forward, and he is stacked up quickly. I think the ball popped loose. Don't know yet. No call yet. And they're going to blow it dead. No fumble on the play as Hunter Cummings came out of the pack with the ball, but it's not going to be a fumble. That's a gain of 1 on the quarterback keep by Damon Wilson. Fourth down, call it 2 to go for the West Elk offense. They're going for it, 7.5 minutes and counting. The ball just inside the Blue Devil red zone at the 19-yard line. Here come the Patriots, and here come the crowd. Under center, Wilson, lone back, tailback. It's Gomez. It goes to Gomez. Near side, he's got a lane. Loudermilk blows up the block at the 10, and diving forward near the 5 is Gomez. And it's Isaiah Loudermilk paving the way on the block against Jake Mills. Cummings in on the tackle, but that's a gain of 14 by Gomez and the Patriots. First down and goal for West Elk at the Sedan 6-yard line. Patriots trail 46-42. Clock at 7:06 here in the fourth quarter. Patriot offense up to the line of scrimmage. Damon Wilson, the quarterback. Power I set. It's Gomez again, and he'll dive forward for a hard 2. It's going to move it inside the 5-yard line. Second and goal from the 4-yard line of Sedan. Again, great night for football here at Prather Field in Sedan, Kansas. Nearing the 50-degree mark. Under center, again, Wilson. 2 backs behind him in the power I. It's Gomez, and he is nailed by Tyler Holt right at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Gomez and Holt go grill to grill. Nobody moved anywhere on that one. Brings up now third and goal inside the 5-yard line of the Blue Devils. The West Elk trying to punch it in to take the lead. They're down 46-42. Damon Wilson, junior quarterback, getting instructions from Coach Haig. Here they go. Both crowds on their feet. The hometown Blue Devil crowd rooting on the defense, and the West Elk Patriot crowd trying to root on their offense. And now we're going to have a timeout on the field with 5:48 show in fourth quarter. Sedan 46, West Elk 42. We're taking 30 seconds with them. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Prather Field in Sedan. Fourth quarter, 5:48 remaining. The Sedan Blue Devils holding on to a 46-42 lead over the West Elk Patriots. We've got third down coming up, third and goal inside the 5-yard line for the Patriot offense after this timeout. Again, this game certainly been back and forth. Sedan jumping out early to take a 2-touchdown lead in the first quarter. West Elk responds to regain the lead, and then it's just been one heavyweight punch after another all the way through this fourth quarter. Full house backfield. Loudermilk's back there with Gomez in the Wildcat. He'll throw it. It's caught. Who is that in the end zone? Damon Wilson, who catches the touchdown pass from Gomez. 48-46, West Elk regains the lead after an unconventional play as Gomez lines up in the Wildcat formation with Loudermilk in the backfield and then throws the pass to the quarterback, Damon Wilson, for the touchdown with 5:43 showing, fourth quarter. 2-point conversion pending. Wilson to run the option. It's going to be a reverse. That's Cade Miller. He's into the end zone. It's good for the 2-point conversion. Trickery abounds for the West Elk Patriots as they take a 50-46 lead with 5:43 left in the fourth quarter. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week on 104.1 FM KGGF.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Sedan, Kansas. It's wild and woolly here in 8-man football Division I District 2 game going on tonight. Rivals on the field and a lot of points, 50-46. West Elk regaining the lead after a 4-yard touchdown pass from Gomez to Wilson, the quarterback. The 2-point conversion run on the reverse by Cade Miller. And here we go. William Young boots it deep, fielded at the 10, up to the 15, 20. It's Walter, and he'll be tackled at around the 27-yard line of Sedan. Ricky Burris making the stop for the West Elk Patriots special teams. Crazy night. We've seen it all. Halfback pass for the touchdown. Sedan now trailing 50-46 on their home field. Shotgun set. Tyler Holt, the quarterback. He's been spectacular. He's back in the pocket. Flushed out now. He's on the run, and he'll go down on the sack. Ricky Burris coming up with the sack in the backfield, aided by Loudermilk. That's a loss of 4 on the play as Holt sacked in the backfield. Clock moving at 5:10 and ticking here in the fourth quarter. Brings up now second down and call it about 14 for the Blue Devil offense. 3-man front for the Patriot defense. Shotgun set. Holt, the quarterback for Sedan, back to throw in the pocket. He launches it deep. Had a man, but threw it to the far side, incomplete. He was trying to go to Hunter Cummings, one of his go-to wideouts. It'll bring up now third and long for the Blue Devil offense. We're under 5 minutes left, 4:56 to be exact. 50-46, offensive shootout, 8-man football. Why not? Tyler Holt, quarterback, shotgun formation, left side, Walter, the tailback. Twin wideouts far side. Here comes the blitz by the Patriots. Loudermilk in his face. He launches it deep up into the air. It's picked off. Back the other way at the 35 and across midfield. Interception by the Patriots, and now a late flag comes in on the tackle. And that was Brandon Wolf coming up with the pick for the secondary of West Elk. And there is a late flag on the tackle. 4:41 left here in the fourth quarter. And with the interception, now the Patriots in the driver's seat, leading 50-46. They get the ball back, and now they're going to have to figure out where they're going to mark off the penalty yardage. Personal foul, blow to the head against Sedan. That's a 15-yard penalty tacked on after the interception by the Patriots. This game has been hyped all week long. They talk about rivalries. Everybody has one. You got somebody that lives near your town that you may not get along with for some reason. Well, tonight, this rivalry has lived up to exactly what it's been built up to. It's been a battle of two teams that are both 3-1. They got a long time history, and tonight it's been a good game to say the least. 50-46 in favor of the West Elk Patriots on top of the Sedan Blue Devils here from Prather Field in Sedan, Kansas. The interception by Brandon Wolf, and then the late hit, the blow to the head on the tackle by Sedan. The penalty yardage marked off, and now the West Elk Patriot offense, they'll set up shop. 1st and 10 at the Sedan 21-yard line. Damon Wilson, the junior quarterback, he's played well tonight. They break huddle. Wilson will go under center. Power I formation. Miller the fullback. Gomez the tailback. And Wilson's going to keep it on the quarterback sneak, trying to bang it forward, but he is wrapped up quickly by Kiefer Brewer for little to no gain, maybe a gain of 1 on the play for Wilson. 2nd down, 9 for the Patriots. Clock moving at 4:20 and counting. Again, Wilson goes under center. Lone backs the tailback, Gomez, 4 yards deep. They'll pitch Gomez near side. He is hit in the backfield, and Tyler Holt doing a great job reading that play. Comes up and runs support. That's a loss of about 3. 3rd down and 11 pending for the West Elk offense. The ball now moved back to the Sedan 22-23-yard line. Clock moving at 3:40 and counting. Again, West Elk clinging to a 50-46 lead over Sedan. This is a district game for these two teams, so it has a lot of meaning, not just rivalry bragging rights. Empty backfield, shotgun set, and Cade Miller was lined up as quarterback. Coach Haig wants the timeout. 3:20 left here in the fourth quarter. West Elk 50, Sedan 46. We're taking 30 seconds with them. You're listening to the high school game of the week on 104.1 FM KGGF.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to the high school game of the week, Sedan, Kansas. That's our site tonight in week 5 on 104.1 FM KGGF. Jeff Carpenter, your play-by-play tonight. Great game on tap for all of our listeners. The West Elk Patriots with the 50-46 lead over the hometown Sedan Blue Devils late in the fourth quarter, 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. West Elk with the ball, faced with a 3rd down and 11 from the Blue Devil 22-yard line. Both teams coming out of the timeout. Again, a huge play right here. You got to figure it's 4-down territory for the Patriots. Needless to say what happens on this play. It's still a big play coming up. Damon Wilson, quarterback under center. Gomez, the tailback. He fakes to Gomez. Now he's going to throw. He has a receiver. It's incomplete. He was trying to go to Brandon Wolf, far side, but good coverage in the corner. And that was Hunter Cummings in defensive coverage on Wolf. And it'll now be 4th and 11 for West Elk. Sedan defense trying to get the ball back and hand it to the offense with 3:14 left, fourth quarter. Wilson under center, 2 backs behind him, power I. The swing pass goes to Gomez. Big block by Loudermilk. Gomez dives forward, fumbles the ball near the 10-yard line. And it is going to be a first down. As West Elk recovers the ball, it actually was recovered by Armando Gomez, but that is a gain of about 15 on the play, actually. So Gomez doing a good job catching that ball out of the flat from Wilson, and he picks up the first down yardage needed. Ball just outside the Blue Devil 10-yard line, 3:05 left, fourth quarter, new set of downs for West Elk. Under center, Wilson. He'll hand it off to Gomez, and he is gang tackled for a gain of about 1 on the play. He'll get it inside the 10-yard line. Walter in on the stop, along with Jaden Ools for the Sedan defense. 2:40 and counting here in the fourth quarter. West Elk trying to punch it into the end zone on a big exclamation mark if they get this touchdown. They're leading by 4. Pitch comes to Gomez. He pinballs his way in the backfield, and then he's wrapped up. Tyler Holt coming up with a big tackle for the Blue Devil defense. That's going to be a loss clear back to the 15-yard line. So a loss of 6 on the carry by Gomez. 3rd down, call it 14. For the West Elk offense, we near the 2-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. West Elk trying to convert. Again, you got to figure 4-down territory regardless. Damon Wilson, junior quarterback under center. Power I behind him. He'll roll out of the pocket on the fake. Fires. It is complete. Cade Miller catching it. He's going to be cut down pretty quick, though, on the tackle by Hunter Cummings. He gets it inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line. That was a 7-yard pitch and catch from Wilson to Miller. So now it's 4th down and 8 to go. They can pick up a first down without punching it into the end zone. That would be at about the 1-foot line. Huge play coming up. Needless to say, we're down to 1:44 left in the game. West Elk 50, Sedan 46. Here come the Patriot offense. Empty backfield. Cade Miller, the quarterback. Twin wideouts near side. Miller's going to hand off to Gomez. He sidesteps one tackle. Now another dives forward. He will not get to the end zone as he is tackled at the 5-yard line. A pickup of 3, but they needed 8 to keep the drive alive or get it in the end zone, and Gomez unable to do it. First down, Blue Devils, and they're going to spot it at about the 7.5-yard line, actually. Now the officials in a powwow right at the 5-yard line, so we'll hold on and see what's going on here. White-hatted referee, he comes running out of the pack, explaining something to Sedan head coach Mick Holt over there on the sideline. Now he's motioning up to the clock keeper up in the press box. So they're going to want to put a little bit more time on the clock, I have a feeling. The ball is spotted at the 5-yard line as we originally thought after that 3-yard run by Armando Gomez of West Elk. And they're going to put 1:38 on the game clock. 1:38 remaining in the fourth quarter. 50-46. West Elk with the lead. Sedan has the ball. First down on their 5-yard line. Shotgun set. Holt, the quarterback. He'll throw. It is complete out near the 10 to about the 11-yard line. And that's Hunter Cummings with the reception. The gain of 6 on the play from Tyler Holt. Second down, 4. Holt in the shotgun, 117 and counting. He looks again, throws, and it's incomplete. A big hit. Armando Gomez coming up with a solid shot on Hunter Cummings after he caught the ball temporarily, but then he popped him and it flew out of his hands, incomplete. Second down and 4, 1:12 left now here in the fourth quarter. Sedan trying to stage a miracle comeback. Shotgun formation, Holt the quarterback. He'll pitch it, coming near side, Walter. He runs out of bounds at around the 20-yard line. He'll pick up the first down. That's a gain of 9 on the play. Well, the drive still alive for Sedan as they move the chains just outside their red zone at the 20-yard line. 67 seconds remain in the game. Blue Devils down by 4 to West Elk. 3-man front by the Patriots. Back to throw. Holt, he fires it deep. It's incomplete and almost offensive passing interference that time by Kiefer Brewer, the wideout. Brandon Wolf had him blanketed in the secondary around the 30-yard line of West Elk. So it now brings up second down and 10 from the Blue Devil 20-yard line. Both crowds, they've been on their feet for really the last 5.5 minutes of this fourth quarter. Empty backfield, 3 wideouts far side for Holt in the shotgun. He'll throw it over the head of his wideout. He was trying to go to Kiefer Brewer at 6'4", but it was incomplete. So now brings up a 3rd and 10 for Sedan. 58.5 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. West Elk Patriots 50, the Sedan Blue Devils 46. Last year, this game took place in Howard, home of the Patriots, and it was 56-0 West Elk, the victors. Official gets the ball spotted, 20-yard line of Sedan on the near hash. Holt lines up, empty backfield, shotgun set, and now flags fly as Jake Mills moving on the line of scrimmage, lined up as the tight end, and that's going to cost the Blue Devils 5 yards on the play. Well, that'll move it back to the Blue Devil 15-yard line after the penalty. Third down, 15 coming up for Sedan. Patriots, of course, spreading the field, protecting against the pass. They have 3 defensive backs in the backfield, 3-man front defense, shotgun set, Holt. It's the middle screen. It's incomplete, and it was the heavy blitz by Ricky Burris that created havoc in the offensive backfield for Sedan's quarterback, Tyler Holt. And now with 55.5 seconds left in the fourth quarter, it brings up 4th down and 15 for the Blue Devils. They're burning their timeout. We're taking 30 seconds. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week on 104.1 FM.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Prather Field in Sedan, Kansas. The crowd is electrified here in the last 55.5 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The West Elk Patriots leading the hometown Sedan Blue Devils 50-46. 4th down and 15 facing the Blue Devil offense. Somehow, some way, they're going to try to convert this first down. If not, this game's going to belong to the West Elk Patriots. Shotgun set, Tyler Holt, the quarterback. He'll throw. It's complete. There's the pitch. That is the hook and ladder, but down short of the yardage needed. The hook and ladder does not work for the Blue Devils. They do the completion for 5 yards, but it's 10 yards short of what was needed for the first down. And now West Elk, 1st and 10 at the Blue Devil 20-yard line with 48.1 ticks left here in the fourth quarter. And the crowd that made the trip from Howard, Kansas to support their Patriots, they're sensing the victory. Under center, Damon Wilson. Hands off, it's Gomez. He puts both arms around the ball as he steamrolls into the defense. That's a gain of about 4 on the play. Clock moving, under 30 seconds and counting. And this is pretty much going to be it. Listen in, folks. This is West Elk counting down the seconds. Their Patriots leading 50-46, down to 15 seconds. Wilson under center. He takes a knee. And the rest is history as the rivalry has a new chapter. Tonight, it belongs to the West Elk Patriots, who defeat the Sedan Blue Devils at Prather Field 50-46, the final. West Elk moves to 4-1 on the year. Sedan drops to 3-2. We're going to head back to the studios for a few minutes to acknowledge our sponsors. When we come back, we'll wrap up your game. You're listening to the High School Game of the Week on 104.1 FM KGGF.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.
And welcome back to Prather Field in Sedan, Kansas, the high school game of the week. What a game it was tonight. The West Elk Patriots defeating their rivals, the Sedan Blue Devils. 50-46 was the final right down the stretch. West Elk improves to 4-1 on the year. Sedan dropping to 3-2. I am pleased to have with me winning head coach Chris Haig for the West Elk Patriots. Coach, tonight, a great game. What'd you tell your kids? Did you even get a chance to talk to them after the game?
Yeah, we talked about, we were so proud of the way they kept fighting and giving it every play. We told them in halftime, we weren't happy. Sedan, hats off to them. Coach Holt and Coach Bray had a heck of a game plan for us, and they made tremendous plays against us. We said, just keep fighting the fight. Take one play at a time. When we get our opportunities, let's capitalize on them. And I thought, in the second half, that's how it played out. And we got down, I think, 2 scores there in the third quarter, and we just told them to keep playing hard, and we're going to find a way to try to win this thing in the end, and we were able to do that.
You knew going into this game that they'd rely on heavily on the passing attack of Tyler Holt, and he certainly threw the ball well tonight. Has some good receivers there as well. Seemed to cause a little bit of problems in the defensive secondary, but your kids, very resilient. They bounce back, Coach Hagan. Really, I thought the coverage in the second half much better in the defensive secondary.
Well, yeah, and, we talked about that at halftime, and we were very concerned with their spread going into the week, and knew that they could give us some fits in that department. And, we'd been working extremely hard on different strategies to use, and we changed up. Coach Weber, our defensive coordinator, and we were talking on the sideline. We made a few changes there, went back to some zone. I felt like we got a little more pressure on the quarterback, which anytime, a good pass rush is your best defense, especially in high school football. And so I thought our guys up front were able to get a little more pressure on Holt, who did a tremendous quarterback, and our guys got to their zones, made the reads, and and just executed defensively what we asked them to do, and they did a great job.
We're going to go to your final touchdown of the night here. Down the stretch in the fourth quarter. Ends up Gomez throwing a touchdown pass to your quarterback, Damon Wilson. Tremendous play call, something that certainly caught Sedan off guard and caught me off guard too, man. I mean, it was a great play, and was it something you guys had worked on quite a bit in practice, or was it just kind of on the fly?
No, we put it in this week for a time when we would need it, and you always have some of those in the back pocket, and believe me, I've done this long enough. Sometimes they pan out, and sometimes it doesn't turn out that way. But, we felt like, obviously, everybody knows what type of running back Armando Gomez is, and we're fortunate to have him on our team. And we knew Sedan would be keen on him when we put the big boys in the backfield in front of him. And, we'd been running, showing on film, everything, was just blasting with them. And so it was able, they executed to perfection, and I just pleased with the execution of the play by our guys.
It was a great game tonight. Needless to say, our listeners certainly treated to a good one on the high school game of the week. And, it's been a pleasure for me to be able to watch 8-man football. Only my second game 8-man football, ironically. But, man, it's been a great night. And, Coach, I appreciate your time. I know your kids played really hard, and there's still a long stretch going, but this is a big win tonight. Not just the rivalry, but it's a district game as well.
Yeah, we talked going in, and, everybody's 0-0 tonight in our district, and we know what kind of district we're in. It's every week we're going to be challenged like this, and we're going to have to step up and perform. And, we've got some great football players returning from last year, and we had a great season, but we got a lot of young guys, too, and I thought we'd continue to grow up tonight. I thought we grew up tonight in a lot of areas. And we'll continue to make plays, and we're going to approach each and every day to try to become a better football team every day we take on the practice field and get on the game setting. And I'm just proud of our guys. And I like to say, again, my hat goes off to Coach Holt and Coach Prade and the Sedan kids. They fought they fought hard tonight too, and we were fortunate to come down here and get a victory and start district play 1-0.
Definitely a big win tonight, Coach. Good luck to you guys down the stretch, and hopefully I'll get a chance to see you again. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Hey, I think we're 2-0 when you guys you can come every week. Just
tell my boss that, man.
All right. Hey, take
Chris,
care.
thank you very much. West Elk head coach Chris Haig tonight. His Patriots winning 50-46 at Prather Field here in Sedan. A big victory, a great game in 8-man football Division I, and just a game I think everybody here in attendance on their feet again for probably about the final 5.5 minutes of this game, and it made you wonder which team was going to be able to deliver the knockout blow, and it went right down to the wire. Finally, West Elk getting the last touchdown of the game, really with 5 minutes and 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter as they went to the 4-yard touchdown pass from Armando Gomez to Damon Wilson, the quarterback, to take that 50-46 edge over the Sedan Blue Devils, and then a defensive battle for the last 5 minutes plus of this ball game as finally the West Elk Patriots getting the victory in dramatic fashion tonight. And you heard Coach Haig talking about how proud he was of his kids. The Patriots moving to 1-0 in district play, certainly a big win for them and their program as they get ready to move on down the stretch into district play. You know, still 4 games remaining for them, as there is for Sedan as well in the high school district playoffs, and certainly every week you heard him talk about it. Coach Haig mentioned we're going to be challenged, and tonight the Patriots were challenged. The hometown Sedan Blue Devils came out firing, throwing the ball all night long. Tyler Holt had a tremendous game just throwing the football. I think he had a total of 5 touchdowns on a quick look right here through the air, not to mention a touchdown on the ground. So Tyler Holt certainly putting on a great showing tonight. Do want to talk about our game breaker play of the game tonight. Armando Gomez, the 53-yard touchdown run with 6:34 left in the fourth quarter, and that narrowed the deficit to 46-42 for the West Elk Patriots. And, of course, the Big Man on Campus Award, the BMOC, presented by the SEK Sports Network, where hometown heroes become household names. That goes to the West Elk running back, Armando Gomez. Again tonight, the big touchdowns he had all night long, 3 touchdowns on the ground for Gomez and the 1 touchdown through the air. So a big night indeed for Gomez and the Patriots as they ended up doing a tremendous job in winning 50-46 over the Sedan Blue Devils in a game that just seesawed back and forth all night long, and it was certainly a tremendous effort by both of these teams tonight here at Prather Field. Again, 8-man Division I football. That's what we had here tonight in our game of the week, and it certainly treated everybody to a tremendous night tonight. And I'm waiting right now on Sedan head coach Mick Holt to get a chance to talk to him, and he certainly put on a great performance tonight with their game plan against a high-powered West Elk Patriot offense, and they did a tremendous job in really just putting together everything they possibly could tonight, and certainly just came up a little short, and tonight it just wasn't meant to be, but it was a great effort nonetheless, and a 50-46 final score is where we are tonight in favor of West Elk. And I am pleased to have with me Sedan head coach Mick Holt. And Coach Holt, thank you so much for joining me tonight after the game. And what a game tonight by your kids for Sedan. Your game plan, I thought, was fantastic. You and I talked on the phone a little bit. You said, we got to throw the ball, we got to be able to pass, and you guys came out firing tonight.
Yeah, I was pleased with our line for the most part because I was afraid that we weren't going to have enough time to throw the deep ball. And I was proud of our 3 linemen. They're much smaller than their defense, but they gave our quarterback time to throw for most of the night. And I couldn't ask for more. I'm very proud of them. They fought hard, I thought.
Well, and your son, Tyler Holt, the quarterback, he certainly was a busy guy tonight, and he put the ball right on the money several times to the receivers. Big plays highlighted all night long on both sides of the ball. Went right down to the stretch. Really, the halfback pass by Gomez back to Damon Wilson, the quarterback. Certainly an impromptu type of touchdown, but that was a big play of the game. But you come into a game plan, Coach Holt, against a team like West Elk, and they got so many weapons. I mean, it's a very talented talented team. I don't know really how you even plan for that.
Number one, Coach Haig is a heck of a coach. Hats off to him. He gets those kids playing hard. Their line fires off. They're just well coached all around. Him and assistants do a super job. They're nicked up a little bit. Still, they're starting quarterbacks out. But the kids that filled in, they do a super job. And they got quickness, speed, and up front, boy, they have size. So it's it's tough. You just hope you can play them close and maybe catch a break here and there and capitalize. And unfortunately for us tonight, we played them close, but we just we shot ourselves in the foot too many times. We had miscommunications on pass routes. Obviously, a couple interceptions that was not a blue jersey in sight. So, they just mix up on the routes, and that happens with a young team. Our receivers, we had a sophomore and a junior and a freshman, as a receiver. So, experience, and hopefully we can get that worked out because, as tonight was a district play, so we're 0-1 in district. We can't afford another loss.
Yeah, and your district's a very tough district this year. You look from top to bottom, man. There's no easy games there.
Yeah, you're right. And now we just lost to West Elk, and now we turn around and play Udall next Friday night, who's arguably the most talented, overall talent. Nothing against West Elk. They're a super team. But, top to bottom through the lineup, athletically, Udall's probably they're up top. I'm not going to say they're the favorite, but they're up top. And West Elk, again, Coach Haig and that team is a great team. But just athletically speaking, Udall's fast.
Well, they're certainly listed as one of the top teams in the state in 8-man Division I. And I don't know if they've cracked the top 5, but they're mentioned as others in the same breath. So I know they're a very talented team. Great experience for me tonight, Coach Holt, being able to watch your Blue Devils and, of course, the Patriots again. And 8-man football, man, I love it. It's arena football on grass. I like it a lot.
You can't go get a drink because somebody's going to score.
Very true, man. Well, I get to see you guys one more time for sure in the regular season. I'm here for the final Thursday night game when you play. I think it's Dexter, if I'm not mistaken.
Dexter, and they're a good team.
Yeah, and I'm just hoping it's not snowing then. That's all.
Amen.
Coach Holt, thank you so much for your time, man. Great effort tonight by your Blue Devils, and it's been a pleasure to have you here.
My pleasure.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Sedan head coach Mick Holt, we appreciate his time, as always, coming up and talking to me. Tonight, his Blue Devils just come up a little short as they lose to the West Elk Patriots. 50-46, the final. Again, I want to thank all of our sponsors for making our broadcast possible for the high school game of the week. Also, special kudos going out to my sound technician, Randy Bales, back in the studios for keeping everything running smoothly as always. This is Jeff Carpenter signing it off from Prather Field in Sedan, Kansas. Again, the final score, the West Elk Patriots 50, the Sedan Blue Devils 46. Everybody out there, have a great weekend. Buckle up, drive home safely. We'll see you next Friday when we go down to Caney Valley to watch Caney host Cherryvale Chargers. We'll bring you all the action live, as always, right here on 104.1 FM KGGF. Good night and have a great weekend.
This is the Southeast Kansas Sports Network. Friday Night Lights Football is an affiliate of the Southeast Kansas Sports Network.